now.
Ooh.
Work it in, girl.
Say that again.
Work it.
How you
Work it
doing?
in right now.
Work it.
Work it in.
Are we on the
Work
internet?
it in long time.
Love you long time, GI. $5.
I have to check to see if we're on the internet.
We're live. We're totally
Oh.
live.
Oh, absolutely we are.
Oh, sugar.
No sugar.
Hello.
So we're short a couple people tonight, but we're gonna play some D&D anyway.
Yeah, fuck
And,
those guys.
Yeah.
We don't
They're
know.
all dead.
Yeah, letting things like work
So
and their family get in
Here's
the
what
way
we're
of
going.
D&D.
Here's what we're going to say. We're going to say that after when you guys emerged from the sandstorm and fought the Sphinx that landed, Anise is nowhere to be found again. She's gone feral cat.
That fucking cat. I'm gonna put a
I don't
bell
think
on
she
her.
wants a. I don't think she technically wants a cure from her. Right, so she's just run off
Much
somewhere.
just appears at your elbow.
Yeah, and we're gonna put a bell on you too.
And even though Gelhank is not here, we will NPC the Gelhank.
Yeah,
okay?
I got Galhank.
But I like
that scar on her face and other
I like
stuff.
the idea that Anise is not here anyway. That works out well. So last time before we start, we have a sponsor.
Yeah, we do.
Hashtag sponsor. Canadian Dice. CanadianDice.ca. Use the code OMRD. Hey, you get 15% off now with that code, which is pretty amazing. Christmas is coming up. Maybe you want to give some dice out for Thanksgiving.
I mean, let's be Thanksgiving like new dice.
Let's be thankful for dice. Right? So head over and give Ryan a good Christmas. Buy his dice.
Hey, give yourself a good Christmas and get some of these nice dice because
buying
they
for
roll awesome.
is just as good as buying for someone else, really.
It's true.
Yeah, that's
Possibly
fair.
better.
That's fair.
Possibly
Thanks,
better.
Affy.
Welcome.
Yeah, that is a fair point. Buy them for yourself. Treat yourself. Why
Absolutely. Happy birthday to you, who loves you, big guy.
Yeah, screw everybody.
Dark Side, welcome aboard. Welcome
Dear
aboard.
self.
Agni, welcome.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Love yourself.
Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday, baby. Whoa. My birthday is this Wednesday, by the way.
Oh,
yeah,
happy birthday!
it
is.
This Wednesday. I'll be 22.
I was gonna say
Yes.
you look pretty terrible for 37.
Yeah. It's worse. I'm actually turning 22. But there you have it.
22 for the 22nd time.
Yeah, something like that. Well, probably more than that, actually.
That's a lot.
There's a lot of math involved in the equation you just gave, but yeah, I won't be 50 yet though. So
yeah, thank you. Thank you. I just turned 55. Shut up.
Oh man,
you
are
old fart.
Yeah,
you know what?
I think I'm the old man that
rolling
rolls
dice. Holy cow, are you in the right place?
Yeah.
55, dude.
Yep. 55.
I don't even want to imagine that.
Yeah. Well, I still don't have to get up every single night in the middle of the night to pee. That hasn't happened yet. Yeah, it hasn't happened yet. So I'm still
But
good.
when it does, get your prostate checked.
Is that true?
I'm gonna be a man and just take it.
When you start peeing more regularly, especially if you have to get up in the middle of the night,
Okay,
you
here's
should
a
get your
question.
prostate checked or get checked for diabetes or both.
My wife accused my bladder of being Lake Erie the other night because I peed so long. Is that an issue, or is that just holding my pee too long?
That's holding your pee too long because you probably hyperfixated on something, you person who says you don't have ADHD.
And here we are again.
Just saying.
Thank you, Mom. Who are you married to again?
How did we fucking get here again?
It's
Two of us for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So the party was on its way to find this oasis that supposedly will cure all that ails you.
Allegedly.
It sounds like something naughty, but it's called Sex Tears. S-E-K-S. I don't know how to pronounce that better. Sex? Seeks?
Sexy tears.
Sec tears?
Sexy tears. We're
But
going to
it's
sexy
ownership.
tears.
It has an apostrophe S on it.
Tears of sex.
That
Tears of
doesn't
sec.
sound better.
Tears of sec. And just make
the
that
tears
really hard.
that came from Sec.
You make the K in sec really hard.
Yeah. Anyways, we're wandering in that general direction. You polymorphed. The bard came through for the party yet again, and polymorphed the Gypso Sphinx into a bug. I like that we weren't specific on the bug. What kind of bug? Doesn't matter. A bug, and then we run.
It's a sand tick.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
Sure.
Is
I
that
was
a
thinking
thing?
like a scorpion or something, but sure.
A sand flea is more what I was thinking.
Yeah.
but I'm
Okay,
sure
well, that
there's.
works.
Those things are creepy if you've
They are
ever
creepy.
seen them.
I saw them on the beach in Santa Barbara, and I didn't know what they were.
Ugh. Yeah. Nope. I'm
What?
good.
They're like, you know what a
Fleas.
flea looks like, right? On an animal. These are like
Yes.
that, a little bit bigger, and they're always in swarms on the beaches.
Ooh.
Pretty harmless to people, but they're still creepy.
Yeah. Thanks,
Well-
Earthos.
Hey, Earthos, thank you. There are Roll20 is doing some funky stuff for me.
You're a funky stuff.
Please stand by. Okay, now it's letting me move things. Okay. All right, so you continue in the direction of where the sun rises to the east. You're keeping an eye out to see if that Sphinx is trailing you, and you are surprised when, like, you're well past the duration of the spell and it has not pursued you eastward.
It probably forgot.
No.
And it's not long before you can see sort of the glimmering shine of an oasis ahead on the horizon. The water reflecting the light up, and there's sort of like an optical illusion thing happening. Maybe it's there, maybe it's not there. And then as you get closer to it, you begin to see some flying creatures headed your way. They're big.
And there's like no place for us to hide,
Are
right?
they
Gail
smiling?
Hank see them with her eagle eyes.
Yes. So Gelhank sees chimeras flying towards you. They have lion
Oh.
heads, dragon heads, and goat heads, and there's about 10.
That's not a good sign.
That's a lot. That's too many
That's a
chimera.
lot.
chimera.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
chimeras.
What's that called? A murder of chimeras?
I think it's
Um,
called. I think it's called what the fuck of chimeras.
Yeah. Hey, what the fuck? Is there any place that we can like?
Not
Mine are-
really. Not really.
Bury myself in
feel-
the sand.
You suddenly feel yourself like really out in the open and naked. To the sort of the northeast, you can see mountains on the horizon. There is definitely rock formations in that direction. But straight east of you is where this glimmering pool, this oasis is.
And we have to get through these flying the chimera to get there, right?
Well, they are headed to intercept you, and they seem to be coming from the oasis.
Maybe they'd like to parlay.
Sort of appear at Shazzy's elbow again and like, I got enough for one of those things, but not all of them.
Would you please stop doing that?
Is it? And it's still daylight, right? So I'm at disadvantage. if
Yes,
we fight.
it's
Yeah.
daylight. The
Yeah,
sun
let
is
me-
up.
So let me make sure I click that.
So it.
Disadvantage.
Do you do anything, or do you just wait for their arrival?
What can we do? Like, is there anywhere to hide or anything?
There's
Oh,
well, there's some rocks and stuff. Not
gonna-
like a lot though.
I'm gonna try to hide behind a rock. Roll stealth.
So the
I
party
guess.
does their best to find something.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get my bow out
I-
and have an arrow notch because I think that's about all I can do.
Prepare Bane for if they come in hostile.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got
If they come in hot,
Yep.
coming in
Come in
hot. I also get a arrow ready just in case.
okay.
Not pointing it at them, just like pointing it at the ground.
So as they get closer to you, you can tell that they're descending, and they hit the sand and form sort of like a line in the desert ahead of you. The 10 of them, and with them is just the most beautiful face you can imagine, attached to sort of a lion body with wings.
Another Sphinx.
Yeah.
Hello.
So
Is this the sexy desert?
the Sphinx lands on a bit of a rock, and the chimeras flank her, 5 on each side.
That was really well coordinated.
Weird flex.
I appreciate the aerial tactics that took.
That's a weird flex. She says, when you applaud her aerial tactics, she smiles at you and nods. And although her face is definitely feminine and like human-like, there are also some line qualities. Like her nose is sort of a little broader and flat, and she has a bit of a split lip like a cat does. And there's a little bit of fur up around the ears, and her hair is more like a lion's mane than really like human hair. But it looks very well cared for, and she has a little bit of a headpiece, not so grand as some of the creatures here in Har'Akir we've seen, but there's like a headband and maybe a few gold chains hanging down in front of her ears on it.
Okay.
Greedo, stop. Greedo's making biscuits on my arm.
Over a bow.
Making biscuits.
Respect.
Yeah, you don't. You're not a
Okay.
cat.
Yeah,
You
with
wanna-
his little paws.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay,
Oh.
you bow. Smudge, you're moving forward and bowing.
I go like to the rock, and that's about as close as I get.
Okay. She looks at you, and you can hear a number of growls and groans and things like that. The chimera seem very anxious.
I think we could take them.
Each-
Mean you no harm.
Each chimera, like on the left side, there's a chimera with a white dragon head, a red dragon head, a black dragon head. All of Tiamat's colors are present on her left and her right. Then there's a second one on her right.
Lovely.
Oh, surely nothing wrong will come from this.
I'm just staying crouched out under the rocks with an arrow. I'm not going to
Okay.
engage, but I want to stay hidden.
So
Greetings.
She
Sorry.
says,
you do you.
"You're approaching the oasis with purpose.
No, she's a
Yeah.
toll collector. I've seen this before.
What brings you here?"
I motion to Shazzy and Gelhank and the absent Anise. My friends need help. We were told that this could help fix the problem.
She climbs down off the rock, getting a little closer to you. And she looks back to either side to like in a glance at the chimera that they don't move.
Mhm.
You know, they seem to take that as where to stay, and you can tell that they're abiding by her command.
Mhm.
She looks at Shazzy and looks at Gelhank.
Ah,
You are in pain?
something like that, yeah.
You're in a bad way.
Is she? Never mind.
Is she what?
Nothing. I bit my tongue.
Okay.
I have a tendency for saying the wrong things.
She says to Shazzy and Gelhank, come closer, my children.
Insight check.
Are you gonna
Insi-
bite me?
Go ahead and make your insight check, Bingo. She's like, no, I won't bite you.
That's when I'll insight check.
Okay.
I
I'm
let
really
go
bad.
of my Bane spell, by the way.
Turns
Alright.
out I'm really
Like-
bad at this. I don't know what I rolled. Where's the thing?
You rolled a 2, my man.
She's gonna bite you.
Thanks.
Hold on, I gotta turn off that advantage.
Alma comes up beside Bingo, and she says as well, please be careful.
No, I'm gonna go right up there and put my head in her mouth like some trick act at a circus.
I did that at a petting zoo once with an alpaca. It licked my eyeball.
That's disgusting.
Is this a true story?
No, but we were at a petting zoo last week.
No.
Yeah. There was a baby alpaca. It was like real small baby. Sorry, I was ruining your stream.
You're
Yeah,
not
the
ruining
little
your
baby
story.
brown one, and Jasmine like pet it, and like it came
Yeah.
over near the rail, and then the mother was in the pen, and it just stood up with its giant neck and went like, "Whoa!" and like started coming towards her, and like, we gotta go.
You're lucky it didn't spit on you.
I know.
I think alpacas spit. Watch
out.
Okay, so
baby.
you and Gelhank move up, and she's like, right here, and she pats the sand in front of her with one of her massive paws.
We're gonna fucking die, but it's fine. Gelhank and I move forward.
Okay. She smells you.
I'm sorry, it's been a couple days.
She smiles. It's been worse.
yeah, it has. How'd you know?
I meant I've seen worse.
Oh.
Is she talking about me?
Yes, you stink.
That's fair.
She says the sex tears can heal the two of you.
I've heard sexy tears can do such a thing, yes.
Why are you here in Har'Akir?
We were brought here against our will.
She looks far off to the west for a moment. She goes, the pillar of flame that we saw.
It was me.
Would have been 3 nights now, I think. 3 nights ago.
Something like that, yeah.
That was me.
I'm the problem, it's me.
You've raised Ra from the canyon. Is that correct?
I did.
Yeah.
We did, yeah. I have his blessing, I think.
Well, check to see how she felt about that before you admitted to it, but never mind.
Well, it's a sphinx. I'm not gonna lie to a sphinx. I'm not stupid.
She looks at Shazzy.
Wow.
She says the oasis is all cleansing.
What does that mean?
This is not who you were.
No, it wasn't, but
It will return you to what you were.
what if I just take like a shot of it?
What'd you want to say like this, Shazzy?
There's some use to it.
It's
So you don't
not
have to poop?
who you are.
It absolutely is who I am. I wouldn't have gotten here if it wasn't. Just because I'm not alive much.
She lowers her back end and says to Shazzy, I'd like you to come with me.
Where?
We'll be gone for just a moment.
Oh, okay.
You can climb on my back.
Oh, are you sure? I don't want to be offensive or nothing.
It'll be all right.
Okay. All right. Climb up on her back.
Okay. And she says to the rest of you, my chimera will remain here with you. Do not try to leave.
Roger's already like furiously sketching.
And
Have fun, Shazzy.
she begins to fly off with Shazzy.
Nerd.
She flies very quickly to sort of the northeast where those rocks were that I mentioned, those mountains, until she finds a bit of a rock outcropping, and then the two of you land on that.
And she tells you to roll a new character.
And she asks you to roll
Roll
3d6
3d6.
6 times. Is this damage? No, we're rolling stats. No, it's not that. She says, You serve the usurper.
Sorry, who?
The one that made you like this, am I right?
No, I don't serve him. He's just kind of making a
Senmet.
fuss. Yeah,
Well, he gave you this life.
unfortunately, yeah, but we're doing what we gotta do to get things done and hopefully make it better here. I don't know.
If you remain this way, he can take this gift away if he so chooses. You understand that?
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Sex tears do not discriminate. Once you bathe in their waters, it will remove all that has harmed you, including this curse.
Then it won't be me anymore.
Well, who were you before you were this?
Same person, but it's sort of like the writings on the inside of a tomb. It's my story.
My brothers and I want to help you and your friends. You raised Ra from the desert.
Uh-huh.
We've seen the Pillar of Flame. It is likely that Ra's guardian has returned, if I'm correct.
Most likely, yes.
The camera's
Then,
went.
Yeah, I'm fixing them.
Okay.
do you need me to bring up another window? Oh, there
No,
we go.
I just minimized the music the wrong way.
Okay. She says, my brothers and I want to help you. But if you don't give Senmet what he wants, he will take his gift back.
I mean, he wants Alma, who's with us.
No, he wants this domain.
Well, he
Alma
can have it.
Your friend Alma is simply... No, he cannot have it. Har'Akir is ruled by Ankhtepot for good reason.
What reason is that?
It serves as his prison, his punishment.
All right.
But the people here have learned how to live under his rule. They've learned to cope. They've learned to live. They've learned to grow old and die. They've learned to have families.
And that won't
If
be the case.
Senmet is not Ankhtepot. And given the power of Har'Akir, there's no telling what sort of rule he would have. If you give Alma over, if she completes the song that has been sung, and Senmet is able to finish things off, then the people of Har'Akir will suffer. My brothers and I have seen it.
Well, what if it isn't Senmet that finishes it? What if it's somebody else? What if it's Alma? Or you?
I would not wish for such a thing upon myself.
Well, either way, if it was Alma that finishes it, or Bobby finishes it, like, would they be the ones to take the mantle, or is there something they got to do it?
No.
No.
Senmet has placed himself in such a way he already controls parts of Har'Akir. He's learned how to twist the dark powers that keep Ankhtepot here for himself. Your friends may be able to dispose or even destroy Ankhtepot. I don't doubt that. But my brothers and I have seen a Har'Akir ruled by Senmet, and this is not good.
Do you think she's gonna be gone long? This chimera's looking at me funny, guys.
I mean, what do you want us to do? Like, bathing in sexy tears aside, I am just a shitty archaeologist. Smudge is just a shitty bard. Bobby is a very shitty rogue. Bingo is a smelly man. Like,
Isn't that
aside from
I don't disagree with you. The fates of Har'Akir have chosen very strange champions.
right, like I don't get it. We just want to go home, and it seems like
now that Alma is here in Har'Akir, he will not open the borders.
So then, what is our only option is to kill him, which then puts Senmet in the role of Ascension. So, what am I supposed to do?
No, killing Senmet would be acceptable.
Well, yeah, but Senmet isn't the one that's holding the borders closed.
My qualm with you and your friends is not that you overthrow Ankhtepot, but Senmet must be dealt with, and if you continue to avoid his demands, I fear that he'll just take his gift away from you.
Probably. But I mean, the question still stands.
Can you help your friends if you're dead in the sand?
No, of course not. I mean, I could come up as a mummy. That'd be fun.
Did Senmet not lock your friends beneath the sands of Har'Akir once before?
Yeah, once. But it still puts us... Okay, again, say I bathe in these waters.
Yes.
And Senmet loses his leash. Or I lose my leash.
Yes.
That still doesn't fix how do we get home. If killing Ankhtepot is the way to get home, that is what I'm going to do. If killing Senmet is the way to get home, okay. If killing both of them is what we got to do, fine.
Would you escape with Alma?
If she wants to leave, if she wants to stay here, that's up to her.
If Alma were to escape, then Har'Akir would remain as it is.
Even if Ankhtepot was killed.
Perhaps we don't need to kill the darklord. Would you be willing just to take her somewhere where the darklord cannot reach her?
Probably, yeah, if she wanted to go. I mean...
Then perhaps the question should be, rather than defeating Ankhtepot, perhaps the question should be how to escape Har'Akir while the walls are up.
Well, I'm open to ideas.
I do not know the answer to this riddle myself, but my brothers may.
All right. We're not from here. We don't know what we're doing. We are bumbling around in the sand like a bunch of assholes.
I am aware that Har'Akir has chosen assholes for its heroes.
Right?
So I will try to help you any way I can. Be a better asshole.
All right.
But if you bathe in the oasis, you will change back to whatever you were.
Okay.
Your friends do not know of your bargain with Senmet.
Not exactly. Not in so many words, no.
That is why I thought we should talk alone.
I appreciate your discretion.
All right, then. I'll leave you to your choice. And
Well,
she makes it so that you can climb on her back again. She lowers her haunches.
hop up.
Okay. So, you fly back. The Chimera are all standing like obedient guard dogs. And she lands in the sand beside Gelhenk again and lets you off.
Fudge has been like furiously drawing them this entire time.
If you would like, my friends and I will fly you to the oasis.
That would be great. Thank you.
Shazzy,
So-
are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
A couple of the Chimera move over and offer their backs if you'd like to climb the board.
Okay, Bobby's gonna come out of the rocks and walk over to ride on one.
Pick a head color. Which of Tiamat's heads would you like to ride on?
I will take a red one, please.
Okay. There's 2 of each. Alma climbs on a blue.
Does it matter? Do you actually want me to pick one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Green?
Okay.
That's my second choice.
Green Gelhank?
That's the green dragon on the pink box, right?
I'm just saying Wesley Snipes once said always bet on black.
Always down black.
Isn't he
I did on
broke
black
and
one
can't
for
work?
sure.
Can't get arrested in Hollywood now?
Yes, but he still made great movies for a time. Shut up.
Yes, he did. Okay, I'm
No,
sorry.
he was, I just saw him in something a couple months ago. He was really, really good.
Yeah.
Really? He's making a comeback.
He
Good for him.
played Kevin Hart's brother in something.
Blade
Can't remember
Forever,
what.
by the way. Blade Forever.
Really good.
Okay. Well, listen, everybody climbs on Chimera backs, and before long, you fly out and find an oasis. At the oasis, there are 5 plinths.
What's a plinth?
A plinth is kind of like something you put a statue on top of.
Okay.
There are 5 in total around the watery oasis or sex tiers, and 4 of them have male sphinx sitting on top of them. The Chimera.
Statues or real ones?
No, you're pretty sure they're real.
Okay.
The chimeras let you off. The female sphinx that met you growls at them, and they take flight. They don't leave, but they remain airborne, gliding around the hot updrafts of the desert. She then makes her way over to her plinth. And you all feel / hear the word welcome in your minds. It echoes as all 5 sphinx appear to say it at once.
So Smudge is like fascinated.
I got the heebie-jeebies.
Hi.
I'm just gonna walk over the water and start, doing the splashing the facey and
Bobby,
start drinking some
maybe
water.
ask permission first.
Oh, sorry, my friends. I just some water. I would really like some water. Thank you. And I kind of bow at the female sphinx.
Again, all 5 sort of speak at once, and the voices kind of just roll into one another and echo in your mind. They're like, the water is yours to refresh with.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Our
start drinking the
sister
water.
has asked us to refrain from our traditional riddle craft while you're here.
And it's for that.
Those of you that require healing are welcome to use sex tears.
So would that mean by drinking the water, I'd go back up my 8 hit points that I'm down?
As you drink the water, you get the benefits of a long rest.
Perfect. And my exhaustion would be gone then. Cool.
Go into the water.
How deep is the water? Because I don't know if I would go in.
It looks like it goes pretty deep. It's a large oasis.
Okay, I'm just gonna dunk
And
my ball.
regardless of the distance of the sphinx, you can hear their voices.
Can I just like wade in a little bit, dunk the balls, and then?
Yeah.
I
Dunk your
go
ball.
right to Bingo and like
Just
jump
so to be
on him.
clear, we are teabagging sex tears. Is that what we're doing?
That's what I heard.
Basically, yes.
I heard that if a woman teabags, it's called a clam slam. And I really like that. Anyway, so you go in and dip the boys, and then you're going to tackle him?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like
All
an
the way in,
oily.
Bingo.
There's like an oily pool forming around me.
Yes, exactly,
Oh,
exactly. There's just sort of a
it's
dark
so
spot.
gross.
There's a dark spot on the water surface, but as you emerge back to the surface, Bingo, so does Shazzy, and her deathless skin
No, I'm
is
making
green once again.
I'm making a dexterity save to try to get out of the way of her dunking me.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Give me that.
Or I guess it would be a pose skill check of some sort.
No, I'll give you the dex save. Okay, Shazzy, can you give me an attack roll? Armor class
yeah.
18.
Oops. Didn't mean to click that twice. Sorry. 20. 18.
Oh yeah,
18.
Bingo's getting a
Beats
bath.
it, meets it, beats it.
Get
Like a
fuck- I
linebacker,
pull
she nails
soap
you.
out of my bag and I'm like scrubbing him off.
And you guys see the moment Shazzy comes up out of the water, she's no longer that reborn. She's back to herself. And
Hey,
Shazzy, as you do that, as you break surface of the water and it sort of runs down you, and you start like you can feel your heart beating in your chest again and everything.
Ugh, gross.
Memories begin to flood back into your mind immediately. And you know the demon beneath the bed back in Kelmaraine.
Oh shit. Oh, that
hey,
bitch.
you don't look like shit anymore.
Thanks, Bingo. You don't smell like a sack of shit anymore.
Give me time.
Bobby's gonna call for friend Gelhank. Friend Gelhank, come to the waters. It will make you whole again, friend Gelhank.
Well, I believe that was Jasmine's.
Cannonballs.
What's that?
I believe that was Jasmine's objective, was to cure
Yeah.
herself
That
as well.
scar removed, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Not only the scar, but did we ever get the curse that made her?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
the
we got
genie
that removed.
The genie got rid of that curse, but she
Yeah.
still had the scar, and did she have something else?
I wasted a wish when there was a sexy pool out there we could have just jumped in.
Yeah.
To be fair, we
Yeah.
were still in the material plane when that happened, so
That's true.
Yeah. We had no idea this place.
We didn't know sexy tears was a thing.
yeah.
Hindsight.
Or Bobby would have had you wish for a pony.
Oh, you're the pony.
I want a pony.
Bunch of cannonballs like right by Bingo and Jazzy.
Respectful cannonballs.
And
Respectfully, cannonballs.
Bobby is gonna like nonchalantly fill his water skin with this water.
All right.
Like kind of like not try to sneak it. I'm sure they can see him, but he's gonna try to sneak it as best he can.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check.
Got it.
Oh yeah, you get
24.
some.
24.
Yeah, you don't think they saw you.
Just a crap thief.
You weren't there. You didn't hear me. Quit being a bitch.
That's right. Okay. I'll be a bitch if I want to be a bitch.
So Shazzy, you're doing your best to act like yourself, but you're immediately like thinking back, like walking in on your mom brushing her hair and watching her blue skin and horns fade away, and
Knew it.
like other times where you would maybe catch her off guard, or she wasn't quite ready for you as a child, and she would still be in her complete form before all of that's coming rushing back.
Yeah. Just sort of like standing in the water after getting Bingo thoroughly bathed and staring.
Bingo's looking good, like a shiny new halfling. Shiny.
Just
You
sort
always
of
say
staring.
consent's important.
Do you rush out of the water, Bingo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it burns the skin.
I got all that sand stuck to my feet. It's no good.
So the The female Sphinx welcomes the assholes of Kilmarine.
That's the party's name.
There we go.
And she tells you that her name is Gasumati.
Gasumante.
Guardian of Sex Tears.
The
Nice to meet you.
gassy.
And her
Brothers with
brothers.
names.
They remain unnamed. I am the spokesperson. The spokes-sphinx.
The gassy spoke sphinx.
She says, the one that carries the caw of Ankhtepot has seen visions of where to go.
Nod over to Alma.
Alma nods. And Alma then goes on to say, I saw the white pyramid at the mountain's edge, the temple of stone buried deep in the mountains to the south, and the awkward-looking pyramid with the people of Muhar singing around it. And Gasumati is, she nods to Alma.
Bobby bows and goes, Mistress Gasumante, with your great wisdom, where do you think of the tasks that are laid before us that we should go first? And he bows again.
The people of Muhar suffer under your arrival.
Then tell me how the Bobby could make it right. Yeah.
One of the children of Ankhtepot dwells there in the temple. She has arrived recently, and with the High Priestess's help, is beginning to harm the populace that dwells there. You will need the populace to believe in you if they are to sing at the Bent Pyramid.
To sing at the Bent Pyramid, do you not need the Bobby to kill it? Bobby does the killing, yes, and he kind of touches his daggers.
Okay. You all begin to hear that same song in your head that you heard when you entered Mohar. So she says, she's like, this song needs to be sung in unison at the pyramid by the people of Muhar. But they need to believe to sing. They need to believe that their song, their words, their music have power.
Well, I mean, we already have the hero of the people, so.
And a bunch of assholes.
And a bunch of assholes.
That will unlock the first piece that you seek.
Kind of sounds like Gilhead.
Yeah. Gilhead. Well, then we should take to this task, should we not, my friends? Yes. And
Why is
friend
it open
Shazzy. Friend Shazzy, you look so different, yes.
Yeah.
Is this your true self? Is it? Yes.
This is what I looked like before I died, yeah.
Does this mean I'm getting
You
less
look
rations
so-
now?
What?
I have to
What?
start splitting the food more ways now? That's great.
It's okay, I've got good berries.
Okay.
That
mean you're
takes
gonna
care of
start
the whole
pooping
day. Yes, that will mean I start pooping again.
Okay.
Why were you paying attention to my bowel movements, you
I
fucking
just,
weirdo?
I just noticed that you hadn't been.
Good to know. Good to
Maybe
know.
I just needed more fiber in my diet. You don't know.
If you need to return to sex tears for healing in the future, it will be available to you.
Bobby bows.
Thank you.
Thank you, mistress. Thank you. Thank you.
The number
What
of
is
times the people in
What
this
is the
group
quickest
gotten
way
mummy
for us
play.
to make the people sing? What is the quickest
The
direction?
male voices chime in now and says, "Has the alternative been discussed?"
Alternative.
Alternative.
Look at
What is this
Shazzy.
alternative?
Gazumati says, "I have spoken of the alternative with Shazzy. The
Oh.
alternative is to
I'm
not.
gonna throw her under the bus.
No, the alternative is to not cause the downfall of Ankhtepot, and instead retreat from this realm with Alma."
With a
That sounds good.
Romanesque? No. No, we
How
cannot do
does
that.
one do that? There's an entire town here that came with us.
It's a work in progress, Smudge. I don't have all the answers yet.
No, we leave the
I'm not
Romanesque woman to
expecting
her
you
fate.
to.
The brothers say the town will not. It is impossible to unconjunct the town while the border's up, but it may be possible for all of you to escape with Alma. And again, the voices are echoing over one another.
So we'd leave them behind.
No, we bring them with us, but we just can't bring the town.
The choice is clear, friends. We either bring the Romanesque woman or we save the people. I say we save the people and leave the Romanesque woman to her fate, yes?
Would you shut the fuck up, Bobby?
Oh, now that we're leaving, we
The
get
bro-
to be all rude and
The
cheeky
brothers
again.
say that in the Dreadlord Ankhtepot has lived generation upon generation here in the desert. It may be possible to put him into a slumber that he has achieved in the past. And while in his slumber, he will be able to maintain the borders. But there are creatures like the one at the tower that you released that should be able to penetrate the border. He will still be able to keep
Guardian.
He'll still be able to keep mortals here, but Ra's guardian would be able to penetrate the borders.
Hopefully with consent.
Oh,
I know
now
how
you
much
care
you
about
like the word
consent.
penetrate, so it's was it penetrate or pierce? It was what was the word that you didn't like? I don't
Penetrate.
Penetrate.
penetrate. Yeah. There are alternatives if you choose to find them. The brothers say.
Where do you suggest we start? If we choose to go the way of getting Alma out of here.
Alma, do you even want to leave?
I mean, at the fear of sounding selfish, I would like to live.
Get you out.
Where's your backbone, Romanesque? You are the
Shut
house
up,
of
Bobby.
Romanesque. This is the fate that you've been handed by the gods. You must meet it head on.
I just whack Bobby upside the back of the head.
I'm too far away.
As you approach him to whack him, Shazzy, Alma like pulls at your, I don't know, maybe your tail or your
Hey!
or your hand or your wing.
Take me on a date first. God.
She's like, he's right. That
Your house stole from the house of Yaga. That,
Oh
although
my
it was insolent,
God.
although
Let
insolent,
it the fuck
I give it the
go.
finger. I go, although insolent, showed bravery. Do you dare disgrace your house by not showing bravery?
She turns on you, and she comes at you like full bore, Bobby. And she's like, "Do you know where that ring came from? My father told me where that ring came from, Bobby. One of your kind brought it to us, Bobby."
Oh, I thought you were about to say hid it in his ass during the war.
She's like,
That's what I was waiting for.
She's like, "We didn't take anything from you. One of your own people brought us that ring."
Never.
Never?
Refuse. Oh, that would be a drowy thing to do.
She's like, don't you have? She looks at the party. Don't you have some way to like cast some kind of spell on me to make me tell the truth or something?
I don't.
She's like,
Either-
it's the truth. It's the truth, Bobby. Your people brought me brought my family that ring. You think my people were brave enough to go into the Underdark, into a drow city, and take the ring?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Oh
And
my
I
After
thought
all that you
would
think
show-
about me, you think my family could do that? You only think my family could do that because you're so fucking blind you don't want to look at your own damn family.
Damn,
We
I
do
was
it.
pissed.
Get a mama.
My family would have stole from your family, no problem at all. Because we have balls. The
Yes,
size of
that's
big
why my
balls.
family's had it for 3 generations, Bobby, until you showed up to finally find it.
Was my quest. And I approached
Yeah.
my quest with bravery and honor.
And where was the rest of your family for the past 3 generations?
Sucking dick.
I do not understand this phrase, suck a dick, but if it means swallow in shame, perhaps I...
We're pulling a bag of trail mix. I'm just like,
Bingo's a
Basically,
popcorn.
we're just like,
Bingo's a popcorn meme. Is that what's happening?
yeah.
So not like Bobby's like completely shattered because I've been up here in this bloody sun because one of my ancestors gave up. That tracks. That tracks. Very well, Ramanaski woman. I will choose to believe you. But I will also choose to believe that somewhere in you there is the bravery of a woman that could have stolen this ring. That ought to have stolen this ring.
She huffs and
Therefore,
walks,
would not-
she huffs and just walks away from you.
It would not
Or walks
lead-
away
it would,
from everybody out into the desert.
it
away
would
from
not
the...
turn her back on her people.
Shut up, Bobby, for fuck's sake.
Oh, you're
She
the
gets
one that you gave away the squirrel for that bag of holding. Be quiet.
She gets about 50 yards away. She gets about 50 yards away from the oasis and just sort of flops in the
In the
sand.
sand.
Is she crying?
Oh, definitely, she's crying.
I
Let go, Bobby.
Bobby walks up and goes, "There's no crying. There's no crying in Har'Akir."
I am like
Is that what you did?
full speed flying at Bobby. Flying.
Okay,
But
so you
you don't see me crying. There's no
You-
crying.
you grab Bobby and he's like yelling out in the desert at her. There's no crying.
Crying in baseball?
No crying.
Fuck's sake. Shut your goddamn hole, Bobby. Fuck.
I don't got ball players, I got girls. Sorry.
You
Great
can slap me
movie.
1,000 times, woman. You don't see me crying. There's no crying in Har'Akir. There's no crying.
I just look at this Sphinx and kind of go,
The Sphinx are emotionless. They don't move.
Then Bobby
that's
kind of
fair.
touches Shaz. He goes, "You know, with this new thing, your skin's kind of soft.
Don't fucking. You know what?
I
It's
didn't
called
grope you. That I wouldn't. that would-
moisturizer. It's called
She's
moisturizer.
warm too. She's warm too. She's been very cold
Yes,
in the
yeah.
past, right?
Very nice.
No blood flow.
It's
very
very
nice.
Oh yes, it's very nice.
Very nice.
It's very warm, very nice. Oh yes.
Very nice.
I
You-
go
you can
sit
put
by
me down
Alma.
now. You can put me down now. The Romanowski one will make the right choice.
Okay. You come up and you sit down beside her.
I
like-
drop
she said-
Bobby
she
into
says
the
you-
water.
Okay. She's
Like,
like,
middle
go away,
of the lake.
Go
Middle
away,
of it.
Smudge.
Did you hear me falling? You bitch!
What was that, Jer?
She says, "Go away, Smudge."
No.
Through like tears running down her face.
I don't think that I will.
Okay.
Don't listen to him.
I should
Been
listen
through
to
a lot.
him.
Because I'm right.
You.
I should
It's
listen to
not
him. I
up
should
to.
I don't know what to do.
None of us do. It's not up to the gods or whoever decided all this nonsense what your fate is. Your fate is your own. You make it what you make it. You get to choose your destiny. I should have died when I was little, but I didn't, and now I'm here with these idiots. And they're like family, more than one I've ever had. I chose this. We'll get you out of here if that's what you want.
She like wipes her tears and sort of looks skyward for a moment. Maybe I should have died when I was younger too. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wrote in here. She motions at her journal. Aya told me what she should have done to you when you were little.
I wish she'd succeeded.
I don't mean that.
If we run away, the people here.
Life goes on. If
But
we
does it?
stay,
Does life actually happen here? Like, is this real?
I'm not the one to answer that. I don't know anything about the domains. Beyond my area of study.
And what if I can't finish him when it's time?
What if the sky turns to fire and your nose falls off? Dealing in what ifs isn't going to help.
What should I do then?
What does your heart tell you? Do we stay or do we leave?
I don't know.
Has Bobby swum back to shore yet?
Sure.
All this is
And
going on.
another thing!
Look over and Bingo's like just trying to talk up one of the sphinxes or the chimera. But come here often?
You want to see if you can coax the chimera are flying around. Do you want to go to one of the sphinx?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you're over by one of the Sphinx brothers. Come here often. No response from him.
Bobby wants to say, Bobby's just getting up and goes, you know, he's kind of looking at Gal Hank and all them. Before I joined your group, and you took me in, I heard the stories that those people told of you. They talked of you of heroes. They talked to you of the same way the nomads speak of water in the desert. They spoke that you gave them the one thing that they had not had in their home in a long time, hope. I kind of hold the ring and go, my family has not had this ring in 3 generations. We have not been able to speak at any of the councils, and we have been the laughing stock. They sent me to get it, and you helped me get this ring. I promised you all a favor. Normally, I could care less about these people, or any of them, but I promised you that I would help you, and I will uphold that promise. You must go do the right thing and follow your destinies, and go save those people, and save the people of this land, and the Bobby shall help you do it. Now pull up your boots, people, and quit feeling sorry for yourselves, and let us go, yes? Yes? Kind of going, yes? Yes?
Complete
Come
silence.
now, my friends,
Complete
yes?
silence.
There's crickets.
Well, then the
Ah.
Bobby shall
He
go
doesn't.
alone.
I wasn't
Come,
ready. but-
Romanowski woman. Let us go meet our friends together.
She's not moving. She's like, I need time to think.
So we
Time
stay
enough
for the
to
night
think in the
then.
grave. Let's go.
Maybe we stay for the night. Everybody's been through kind of a bit. And it
Well,
seems like
I
it's
could
safe
eat.
here.
The Bobby could eat, yes. I could eat.
We'll get shawarma after.
You had shawarma and you did not tell the Bobby?
So you guys
you
make,
little skunk.
you guys make camp here beside the oasis.
All right.
Mudge is like pestering the Sphinx with questions until very late at night.
Okay. What kind
Sketching
of
all
question?
of them. Like, just generic, like, what do you eat? What's your range? Like, all of just the getting to learn what they are kind of questions. Like,
Okay.
do they
Okay.
have any special powers? Do they, like, move things with their minds? Like, just being small and obnoxious.
It's not long before the brothers are not replying to you.
Yeah.
Gasumati, though, does her best to answer as many of your questions as she can.
Like, sketch all of them, and I show her the picture of, Hakuna. And,
Okay.
like, we met this guy. He was pretty cool.
All right. All right. She
We
has
tr-
never seen anything like Hakuna before. But
Oh
she
god.
finds him very attractive.
We're setting up
Dad,
a dating
I
agency.
need it. I ship it. I ship it so hard.
She tells you that like how she finds the chimera to be quite attractive as well, but
That tracks.
this Hakuna friend of yours is quite stunning.
As far as I know, he's single.
His tail's a little crooked, maybe a little
She-
bent.
Is
But I
she
think it's
aching
gonna
for
work.
his bacon? Is that it?
I tell her all about him.
She wants.
Okay.
She wants
Like,
a little dragoon in her.
The
Is that
entire
what you're saying?
time, she's basically just like walking in a circle around Gatsumari and
Yep.
just like writing and sketching and like Shazzy's seen Smudge do this before because like they've worked together in
Yes.
tombs before, and it's basically what Smudge does.
Okay. All right.
Fine
So are
form, 8 feet off the ground.
eventually you're gonna bed down. Do you, if any attempts to make a watch is done, they don't stop you, but the brothers in chorus tell you that like nothing will approach the oasis without us knowing. It's impossible.
So Gil Hank's 100% cured up right now. She doesn't have any of those scars.
Elhank
body-
and Shazzy are both 100% without any sort of.
Perfect.
They have like not only greater restored, but like regenerated, full restoration, the whole bit.
Cool. Okay.
Shazzy, you have to sleep now.
Shazzy's already like face planted into her bedroll. Like
Yeah, that tracks. I just like pull the little blanket up over her,
Okay.
give her a little pat.
All right.
I mean, to be fair, she hasn't slept in like 3 weeks. So
I've been dead for 3 weeks.
Game
That's
time.
Game
It's
time has
mostly
been,
alive.
like 4 weeks.
Yeah, somewhere in that neighborhood for maybe 5 weeks actually,
Yeah.
with
This
travel
point, yeah.
time. Yeah.
Slightly
But,
dead.
Shazzy,
Mostly alive.
give me a wisdom saving throw.
I really don't want to.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh,
Come on, buddy.
16.
Okay. You dream of your father.
Oh boy.
Daddy issues?
Okay.
Oh, doctor, we're gonna have a whole new.
And
thing.
you keep feeling something trying to work its way into your dreams. And you feel like in the dream you take active precautions that doesn't happen. Like if once you start to feel watching eyes on you, you find you and your dad have moved to somewhere else. It's a memory distant from where that previous one was. And then you start to feel those sort of eyes on you again, and your dream shifts again as you are sort of subconsciously shielding yourself from something trying to worm its way in. And when you wake in the morning, you can remember dreaming of your father, but you can also remember that there was something trying to watch you.
Hand Shazzy a cup of coffee.
Oh, fuck me. I wish I was dead. Oh, fuck.
Not good, huh?
Bobby just standing behind her with his daggers. Yes.
Bobby, you don't really sleep like you're an elf,
No.
so you only have to
Yeah.
do the 4 hours. But during your trance, like you start thinking back to the house and like if someone betrayed the family, who was it? And you start to obsess on that. And again, like things that you've already said, like you've spent all this time searching for this goddamn ring, and was it someone in your house that actually threw your house under the proverbial bus, so to speak? And so when you wake, you're rested and everything, but like all the wheels in your head are kind of spinning at what Alma told you.
Coming out of his ears.
Yeah, a
What's
lot of
that?
steam. A lot of
Smoke,
steam.
yeah.
Smoke coming out of his ears, yeah.
Smudge, you have a great night's sleep. Like Gazamati
Boy.
has told you so much information and kind of stories so that you understand the information she's telling you. Your head was just filled with like wonder and imagination. And when you wake, it's like the best fucking day in a very long time. You don't feel like even the heat doesn't seem to be as oppressive here, so close to the oasis. Like everything is just like good for you when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah, that obnoxious cheeriness is like present when she
Okay.
hands Shazzy her coffee.
Yeah. Bingo.
Morning, Shazzy.
It's never good to sleep that clean. Like
Mhm.
you felt your skin rubbing against your skin, like in your armpits and in the crotch and everything. It's like there was no sort of yeast or dirt there to kind of mix in with those where those body parts
Did you
connect.
have to call it that? Oh, that was so fucking
Like
grotesque.
all that halfling schmegma, that halfling lubricant is
God.
gone. And you were
Oh,
very
God.
you were very sticky last night. Like it was
It feels like my skin is crawling.
I throw him back in the water.
I hand Gelhig some coffee.
Just roll around in the sand for a bit.
so you do that. You get out there and you're like using the grit. You're putting grit in all kinds of places that grit should not be, especially for someone who's probably going to be walking a lot today. And Gelhank comes out of her tent. She's not scarred anymore. Even though the scar didn't make her less attractive, the charisma drain, like obviously there was some sort of like resentment over what the Carrion King did to her, and it like pushed her charisma rating down. But like she comes out this morning and she's fucking radiant. Like she's been cured of all that. You can see sort of like a self-esteem in her that she's maybe been missing since her battle with the Carrion King, and her charisma is back up to where it like was before. And yeah.
Damn it! I thought I had a better chance when she didn't like herself so much.
Ew.
She might have dated me if she hated herself.
Yeah, exactly.
Just hand her a cup of go-go juice. Bobby, do you want coffee?
Oh, yes, please. Thank you, little friend.
This sucks.
You're telling me.
You lot, you're so negative.
Also, by the time morning comes, all of the Sphinx are sitting on their plinths. They don't look like living creatures anymore. They look like stone.
Okay.
Explains why they didn't talk.
I mean, they did sort of, but not really.
Alma comes out of her
Weird.
tent. She takes a cup of coffee that's offered to her if she gets offered one. You're probably running low on your coffee supplies. See a vendor.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
See a victor.
And She walks over to Bobby and holds out a hand to him.
Kicks him right in the nuts.
That'd be awesome. And then Rochambeau's him.
Rochambeau? What is a Rochambeau?
Hey, fuck off, Ryan. I'm trying to have a
Rochambeau,
moment
I
here.
go
I'm trying to have a
first.
moment here.
I'm sorry. I can't. I'm being
So
silly.
she-
I'm sorry.
She says, I shouldn't have yelled at you.
You absolutely should have.
And I
Bobby,
should have
okay.
I should have told you the truth about that ring sooner.
It's okay. Together, Romanowski woman, we shall make things right here for the people. When we get
And-
back to the real world, I shall take what you told me back to my house, and I shall make it right there as well.
And you're right. For whatever reason, this seems to be my destiny, or she seems very uncomfortable as she says that word.
It's your density.
It's your density. I'm surrounded by assholes. Keep role-playing, assholes. She says,
Bobby
Over
looks there and goes,
Jazzy.
Bobby looks there and like he takes her hand like firmly, shapes. He goes, "I shall help you with this. Well, how should we say it, my dear? I was going to do some nasty things to you because I thought you stole the ring.
Like,
Now I'm
this
gonna
is
do
going
other
somewhere-
nasty things.
I
to
thought
you.
this was going somewhere else.
No, he's trying to avoid using the kill word because he likes.
Okay.
He goes,
He's just
"But,
gonna
you know,"
do other
he goes,
nasty things to you now. It's fine.
So what I shall do is
I
I shall
ship it.
help you with this. You have the word. I swear. He goes, I swear on the house, on the ring of the house of Roman, the house of
She
Yaga.
holds your hand back just as firmly.
Mhm.
She says, let's get through this, and then I'll help you find the man that brought the ring to us.
Take you out on a
Thank
date.
you.
Take you out on a date and ride you like a cowboy.
Just
There it
appear
is.
at Jazzy's elbow again. And was like, I thought her last name was Raveshki.
What's he been
Romanowski.
calling her? Romanowski?
Yeah, he hasn't been
Yes.
calling her the right name. I just went along with it the whole
Really?
time.
You guys are horrible.
Yeah.
I think it is Roveshki, is it not?
I thought it
Rovesky?
was.
Yes,
Where did I get
Roveshki. It is in your journal.
It's all
How
right.
did I get
He just
Romanesky?
sucks.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I-
It's fine. She says.
Just
She
like,
said. She
yeah,
says,
I ship it.
let's put an end to this, mummy, and then we will go and find the man who brought my family your ring.
Very good then. Let us go. Have you tried this beverage? It's called coffee. And I hand it to her. It's very
wonderful.
good.
You just
It's
hear
very good,
Smudge from
yeah.
across the way. Nice move, Bobby.
Hey,
That's the
coffee
way
is a
you
great
think.
first date.
That's true.
Whoa.
I'm just saying. Okay, so where are we heading
Coffee
then?
is dark and strong, just like Gilhank.
Mm.
I like my coffee like I like my women,
I
big
mean-
and green.
That's
It's a
up to
little bit
Alma.
bitter. A little bit bitter, also.
She's like good. She's like, the Sphinx told us the people in Muhar are in trouble.
Yeah.
And we go to Muhar.
If we need to win them over to our side, then I think that's as good a place as any to begin.
It's settled.
Alright. We agree, so we do it.
And then again, Bobby wraps his head up in that scarf and pops his parasol. Let's go.
And I think
Death
that's
waits
a good
for no
place
one.
for us to take our break.
Absolutely.
So let's do that, and we'll come back. And when we come back, we'll be in Muhar.
Muhar! So
I don't know why that does that, but
we're back.
When I go high pitched, it cuts out on me?
Yeah, it does.
no.
Or
Oh,
when you
yeah.
yell. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You're doing it to hurt my feelings.
Yes, I
They're
am.
deep inside my body.
So listen, we're going to fast track here a little bit.
So listen. All right.
So listen.
Listen, Linda.
Linda. Yeah, god damn it, Linda. Before you leave, the Gasumati comes to you, not stone like you'd seen her on her plinth. And she says that you'll need to be careful when traveling the desert during the day. Pardon me, not during the day, during the night. She says that Ankhtepot will no doubt he's not able to know where Alma is. But he will send Carixio and Kashi, his two gypso sphinx, out to find you.
We saw them, right? They were flanking him
Saw
in
one
the
of
throne
them.
room. Oh,
Yes, and the one landed. You saw the one in the air outside of Muhar, and then you hit that desert storm. And when you came out the other side, it was waiting for you.
right. Okay.
That's the one I turned into a bug.
Mhm.
Yeah, so that was the male. That's Carixio. And she tells you that Carixio and Kashi will be like airborne every night looking for you.
We
Mm.
hide. No fires.
They can't come here. You're safe here. But
Can we move
the
here?
desert.
Can we like just build a house here, like a sandstone adobe?
my brothers have said that you're welcome to return here anytime you wish.
Can we live here?
You may not want to live here, but
I mean, y'all seem really nice.
Yeah, but we don't.
she actually smiles at that, having very few social skills. Yeah.
Well, we can like trade casserole recipes.
Friend Shazi, company is like fish. It goes bad after 3 days. Yes.
Well, that's why we would make our own like adobe, and then they would have like all of their pedestals. We'd have our house. It'd be fine.
I feel like this tracks.
We can make like a little hotel, getaway, bed and breakfast business. It'd be great.
The selling of the t-shirts. Yes.
Yeah, you gotta have merchandise
And shawarma. We need shawarma.
and
Shawarma.
shawarma.
Either way, she says be careful when you travel at night.
Right. Any pointers on making them not see us? I mean, I'm a pretty good tracker, but
She tells you that she's not sure that they can permanently be killed so long as Ankhtepot has power here.
and again, you don't want us to kill Ankhtepot.
No, you're welcome to kill Ankhtepot, but they don't
Senmet.
want Senmet taking his place necessarily.
Right.
We're gonna kill them both.
So we kill them both. Yes.
Or we
Bobby
get
pulls
all
his
night.
daggers. Yes, we kill them both.
Either way.
What can you tell us about this priestess? I think we ran into her once before, but
She
and if
is
it's the same one. She killed Bingo.
Yes. She wields the power of Ankhtepot.
Sure she does.
She's not as powerful as him, but she is a conduit for his power. They tell you.
Hmm.
And this blessing from Ra, does it do anything that I should know about?
You're blessed by Ra?
Yeah. The temple, the big fire column was my fault.
We've never experienced one of Ra's blessed children in these lands.
It's me. I'm the problem.
So
It's
we're
true.
unsure what shape that will take.
Well, I'll try to talk to him, I guess. Great. Gods, just what they want. Awesome.
So you travel all day back towards Muhar, and it's night when you can start to, you can see the city. You're somewhere, are we on this map? Yes. So you're somewhere, just south of the Muhar Oasis coming towards Muhar.
Are there still people leaving Muhar like there were when we came through here?
Well, when you get a little closer, you don't see anyone leaving Muhar. However, you can make out the temple in the center of Muhar, where the priestess is. It has a number of tall towers that overlook the city. In the streets in front of it, there is a stepped pyramid of fairly large size, bigger than a building, almost as big as the temple itself, and it now sort of dominates the center of Muhar.
Does it have a weird tip on it? Or is it
No.
bent?
No. No, the pyramid is not bent, nor does it have a weird tip.
Okay.
I feel like there's a joke there, but I'm just going to keep on moving.
It's bent at the tip. Should go to the doctor for that.
Yep. Slightly to the left.
So this pyramid is standing in the center of the city, and that seems a little foreboding to you as you look upon Muhar.
Like the pyramid out of Stargate. The first
Not
one.
that big, but I mean, like,
Okay.
you just don't expect to see. You did not expect to see this sort of stepped pyramid when you returned here. Not smooth like an traditional Egyptian pyramid, but it's stepped.
Well, that can't be good.
I'm sure it's fine, and there's definitely nothing wrong at all.
How do we want to get into the city?
Quietly and quickly?
Hey, you've met this group. None of those things are going to happen. So,
Yeah. I know.
well, if we go... Wait, Muhar is right on the water, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, water filled
It's
with a
right-
bunch of crocs.
It's right. Muhar is right on the edge of the Muhar Oasis. Once a river flowed here from the south, but it's dried up. So the riverbed is off the western side.
Maybe we go in through the water.
Sure, if you want to handle the alligators and crocs down there.
Mm-hmm. The Oasis is known to be home to crocodiles.
Well, okay, master strategist. Then you figure out a way to get in the city.
I already told you, I'm not leading shit.
Maybe you could fly up over one of the walls and lower a rope, and the rest of us can go up that way.
There's no walls.
Oh, there's not walls. Okay, for some reason I thought there was stone walls around the outside edge of
No,
the city.
the outer edge of the city is just open. There's some farmlands, and then you're into desert.
Oh, well,
So
then hell
they've
yeah, we just go in the door.
irrigated enough of the the edging of the town that they can get water from the oasis to run there, and they can grow crops, but they can't
Do we go find our friend?
Yes. Yes. So
Who
let's go
helped
find
us
our
get
friends.
out?
Ratka.
Yeah.
Well, we still
You
gotta
could of
figure
course
out.
always look for Lavinia again.
No.
Lavinia. Marvelous Lavinia.
That was the turtle, wasn't it?
Yeah, the turtle.
The turtle. Okay.
She's a traveler looking for a mate.
Have we got the guy for you?
Gonna have to wrestle a genie for him, but we've got one.
Yeah.
Making connections everywhere we go.
Or like the love boat.
The love boats. We need to figure out a way. Hopefully, our Vistani friends will be able to get us through the border.
Lord. Border. You mean out?
Out, yes. Beyond the walls of angry burningness.
Is that the plan then? To leave?
Absolutely. I mean,
No. We must free the people, yes?
So,
Yes.
so like, almost like, no, I'm not leaving. We're gonna put
Yes.
an end to this bastard.
Yes, friend Elma. We shall put an end to this.
For the first time ever, I feel like Bobby's the only one on my side.
It's pretty accurate.
Shame on you all, my friends. Where
Shut
is your
up, Bobby.
backbone?
She's like, we're gonna find out what the trouble is here in Muhar. We're gonna put an end to it, and we're gonna get the people of Muhar on our side.
Yes.
Is that
He's even more optimistic than I am.
it's really kind of gross, actually.
That way I look like when I'm hyper.
Yeah, and how does that make you feel? Disgusted? 'Cause
Fine.
Ugh. Well, there went
He's
that
great.
thought. Fine. We have to kill both mummies. We can't just kill Ankhtepot and leave it.
Wait a minute, what's the other? Who's the other mummy?
Senmet.
Who's
Yeah,
Senmet?
Shazzy. Who's the other one?
He's a guy.
You want to share with the class here what happened?
Shit with the glass.
Yeah, he's
You look like a man.
he's the
Looking like a god.
I guess the heir to Har'Akir. I don't know. But we can't
What's
let
his connection to you?
nothing. I don't know him. What kind of question is that?
Insight check.
You, friend
Fuck that
Shazzy, you
shit.
protest too much, ex-boyfriend. Yes.
Double four.
Double force. I'm lying through my teeth.
Smudge just looks at you and like crosses her arm and taps her little paw like, Shazzy, now's the time to tell the truth.
There's nothing to tell. Nothing relevant.
You're lying.
So
Or
what?
we could all just go get shawarma.
I like this idea. Let's do it.
Shawarma after.
Shawarma now. You need your fuel to fight.
Yeah. Bobby could eat. Yes. Bobby could eat.
I want Bobby to like fall so in love with eating that he's got a little like dad pouch.
Bad vibes
like-
going on.
A pawn.
Hello, Dad.
I
little
can
bit of
see
a-
Bobby retiring from adventuring to open a shawarma shop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
in the
Hell
Underdark.
yes.
No shawarma for you. He'll become the shawarma
No
Nazi.
shawarma for you.
So like Roth shawarma.
Loth shawarma
Yeah.
with
Isn't
the
that-
finest
isn't it
with the
called,
finest
uh,
spider venom toppings.
They're called
yeah.
Roths, aren't they? Like the Underdark cows.
Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, I think so.
It's ROTHE Roth.
Yeah,
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
a little bit of Roth
Awesome.
never hurt anybody.
That's awesome. Okay, well, let's see if we can find Raka first, I guess, and see what it is we're dealing with. Since
Do it.
Shazzy doesn't want to lead.
I told you weeks ago I wasn't leading nothing.
Weeks ago, I was in a jar.
All right. Well, weeks ago I told Aya I wasn't leading. There. Now you're caught up.
Why not? You are the leader.
No, I'm fucking not. No. Absolutely not.
Sure.
And
Well,
I
let's
was
go find
dead, and Bobby wasn't here. Time's all weird.
Exactly.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
I'll take the reins here.
Okay, Bob. Okay, Bingo. What's the plan?
Oh, I didn't think that far ahead.
That's what Alma says. Bingo. By the way, your walk through the desert sun to here has built up a pretty healthy sweat, and
Oh,
like
feeling more myself.
yes.
All
It's
coming
th-
back.
And as the
Coming back
cool
to
night
life.
as the cool night air from the desert is coming through, like everything's starting to thicken a little bit in the pits and the crotch. And,
Gross, dude.
This is so gross. I want to be dead again.
Where did you
You-
come up with this stuff?
you figure by midnight you're gonna have a nice cream going.
Oh, Oh God.
Yes, Steve.
To our audience, we
Jeremy.
humbly apologize that our DM has gone off the deep end.
Title of this
Are we,
episode:
are we
Creamy.
still, we're still headed towards Muhar?
You're on the outskirts of Muhar, like right by the furthest farm.
And we're heading towards the bent pyramid? That was the ultimate
No,
goal?
you're headed to Muhar. So let's recap because we clearly need a recap. So there's something horrible happening in Muhar, the Sphinx said, and the people of Muhar need your help. And in order to do whatever you need Alma to do at the bent pyramid, you need the people of Muhar to sing that song that they were singing.
What?
And they need to believe in the magic of that song. So she
You
suggested that
believe
maybe
in
the best
magic.
the best way to swing the people of Muhar to your side would be to go and alleviate the problem they're having.
Well, let's go into Muhar and see what there's any unrest going on here. And then we'll get the people to rally behind Gelhank. No,
Absolutely.
it's pretty cut and dry, people.
And our little friend Smudge can lead the sing along. Yes. Yes.
Learn the song.
I've been working on my clarinet skills.
Nice.
I've
I
always
don't have a
thought
clarinet.
Bingo should play the bassoon.
I could try it. I don't have any instruments.
The
But
same size as him.
How about like the wraparound tuba?
Yeah, there
Oh
you go.
yes, the Bingo is a tuba boy. I think that
I have a hardy constitution.
Now I suddenly see
I'm
him
thinking of
leading a
all the
polka.
tuba players and
Boom,
how
boom, boom.
sweaty they get on those marching band parades, right?
I'm pretty dexterous, though. I'd probably be more of a flute guy.
Oh,
My brother Mike was a tuba player in high school.
What do you saying? You got magic fingers,
I
Bingo?
got good fingers for the hole.
Fingers and holes, yeah.
Yeah.
This all tracks. You know,
Jazzy.
you know what, Bingo? Gelhank is a lucky woman if she ever decides to pull the trigger on your relationship.
Exactly.
I think my chances just went downhill, but yeah.
With all that talk about
Yeah.
creamy tea bags, yeah.
Jazzy, are
Mhm.
you able to
That happened.
make us sneakier?
Yeah.
Is that a thing that you can do?
Want a little
did I
cream in
make
your
that up?
coffee?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I can.
Oh.
I think I can still do that.
Piccolo trombone.
okay.
know, I
Can you
just
still
read
do
that.
Can you still do Pest Without a Trace?
That's what I'm looking for. Yes, yes, I can. Yes.
Okay. I couldn't remember if that was one of your arranging things or not.
Yeah, it is.
Is that a ranger thing or a dead person thing?
It's a ranger thing.
Or you're casting Pass Without Trace and sneaking into Muhar.
Yes.
Yeah, to find Ratka.
Pull up, try to track your way back to where Ratka's sort of family
Yeah.
had a
I
bit of a
help Shazzy, who's really good at
commune
tracking,
within the city.
so-
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I have who's leading the way into the city? Who's going to lead the way through the streets?
I am.
Me.
Me and Shazzy.
Damn it!
I'm,
I guess
Me and
not.
Shazzy.
You just said I could
Jazzy?
lead.
I give you advantage and I inspire you.
stealth or-
Shazzy, give me a survival or perception and the terrain would be city or urban.
So not favored terrain, but Smudge is helping.
Yep.
16 plus a D8.
Wow.
Look, get off my dick. My creamy dick.
God, can we not?
This is fantastic.
Can
This
we
has
start
gone
brushing
way
up?
better than this has gone way better than I could ever imagine. So what was the total, Shazzy?
17.
Okay. You're leading people through alleyways and you think you're headed in the right direction and everything is going really well. And then you see something and you stop. Like you're just about to round a corner and you see a silhouette on a rooftop overlooking the alleyway ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The moon is sort of that bright full moon that looks like a skull still. So there's a fair amount of light here, even though it's night.
Okay.
But this is what's crouched on the rooftop ahead.
Oh,
Oh,
dearie.
look at him. It's a mummy serval.
I don't
He's
think
big
the
though.
snake-
He's like as big as a lion.
Didn't Anise
I thought
eat
it was
one of these?
Anise and she let herself go.
For a minute, you think exactly that.
It's a niece. Oh boy.
There is a great deal of similarities between the cat on the rooftop and Anise. That being said, this one is wrapped in mummified rags,
Is it like cat size or like big cat size?
like a lion.
Okay.
And
Wait,
you
So this
see
is a
this.
regular cat. No,
you-
it's scary.
No, like Shazzy's taking you through the streets and she's just about to round a corner and sort of comes up to the edge of the building, takes a peek around, and sees one of these things up on a rooftop, looking down on the alleyway where you're headed.
This is fine.
It's walking and watching.
It's
Does it see you?
Shazzy doesn't think it sees her.
Okay.
So Shazzy comes back, like sticks her head out and comes back.
Does Shazzy tell us,
Is
or
it
is it going to be a
big,
surprise?
big cat, mummy cat.
Is it a niece?
No, I don't. Doesn't. I don't think so. No.
Bobby gets his bow out and he's going to poke his head around the corner to see if he can see it. And if I see it,
Okay.
I want to take a shot at it.
Oh my
Oh,
God, Bobby.
I can try to.
So Bobby,
I can try
you
to
like
change it like I did with the Sphinx.
you're gonna slide past Shazzy, you look around and you don't see it. It's not on the roof anymore.
That's fun. I'm sure you saw it all.
Can I use my passive perception to see if I can detect where it might have moved to?
No, your passive perception, I wouldn't have called for a perception. You can give me a perception check. Your passive doesn't see anything.
Okay, I'm going to take a perception check. I'd like to see if I can see where this thing moved to.
Yeah.
And I roll a 17 because I'm
Okay,
not at disadvantage anymore. It's nighttime, so it's normal for me.
Yeah, you're not sure where it went. There's no sign of it. even
17
being-
and I don't know where it's gone to? Oh, jeez. Okay, I kind of slide back and goes, I don't disbelieve that you did not see something, but whatever you saw, it's gone. I do not know what it's been. Perhaps,
Everything's-
my friend, if you could fly up high above the roofs and see what it is and spot for us. then we could
Everything
display
else
it.
will see her.
Yeah, I can't exactly
Um,
disappear against the skyline.
I have no way to make you visible.
It's fine. It'll work itself out.
You know what? I'm gonna put my
It's
cloak.
fine, it works.
I'm gonna put my elven cloak on. 'Cause
Yeah.
that makes me difficult to see, and I'm gonna use my second story work to climb the wall
Okay.
to get to the roof.
All right.
With my friends.
So you do that. You climb to the roof. How do you have second story work? I thought you were an assassin, not a thief.
Oh, that's right too. They don't have it. Oh, I thought I had second story.
It doesn't
work.
matter. It just means you can
Yeah.
use other skills as your bonus action. You can still climb to the roof. So as Bobby climbs to the roof and sort of sticks his head up, give me a stealth check, remembering that you still have +10 from Shazzy.
I have +10 from Shazzy. Okay.
And
Stealth.
I think you have advantage because of your cloak, right?
Yeah, 20. So I'm at 39. I'm stealthy.
39.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I am the
There are-
Around and Bobby, where Bobby
Batman.
was standing, is just the black outlines. going
As you look across the rooftops from what the hell did we call these houses before? You guys gave them a name and I wasn't familiar.
Adobe?
Adobe. So as you look from housetop
Yeah.
to housetop of these sort of blocky stone and sand buildings, you see half a dozen of these cats patrolling rooftops. All at different range.
Fun.
All at different ranges.
Everything's fine. Everything is
The one that you
totally-
think Shazzy saw is still sort of down that alleyway that you were looking, but it's moved away from looking directly into the alleyway. It's looking on other sides of the building and things like that.
Does it look like they're hunting for something? Like, are they converging on one spot, or are they just patrolling?
Just on patrol.
Yeah, but they're like, you know how cats slink and move and
Yeah, but I'm trying to. Are they just kind of doing this, or are they all just kind of?
no, they're not. They're not. They're sort of randomly moving about. They're not converging on something.
Okay. I'm going to.
And for the first time, you realize there's an absence of sound in Muhar. Like there's no one out. It's night, but it's not that late. But there's no one out in the city.
I'm going to stealthily climb back down and tell them exactly what I saw. And they're like, there's like a dozen of these cats.
Half a dozen.
There's half a dozen. They're just perusing across the top of these adobe houses. It's not like they had found something. but it's just like they're actively looking for something.
They're probably
Yeah,
actively
us.
looking for us.
Then I say we go back up there and we take their 9 lives away from them. Yes, and I kind of pull on my daggers. Yes.
There is no way that we can quietly kill half a dozen of these things. They're here.
Yeah, cats are pretty loud.
How do we sneak past these things? They're up off the roofs.
Carefully. We watch them, learn their patterns as we go.
Okay. Do you start moving again?
Move
Would you like me to
carefully,
follow
like
that?
Shazzy and
like-
Smudge together, kind of keeping an eye out, and
Yeah.
that way
I'll
Shazzy
go.
can like.
I'll go to
Okay.
the back of the pack just so they can't. And keep an eye in the back so they can't
Okay.
sneak up on me.
So you make your way through the streets as quickly and quietly as possible until you reach sort of the Vistani quarter. Quarter might not be the right word, but the Vistani area where Retka had hidden you. And yeah, do you go back to the basement entrance and everything where you were before?
Yeah.
Okay. So you come in, and it's not long before a Vistani woman comes downstairs into the cellar. I'm assuming you're not. Do you hide from her, or like?
We
Rob is gonna
hide. Alma for
Alma.
sure.
Okay, so she comes downstairs, and it looks like she's drawing water from a number of containers that they're keeping in the basement here, and she notices you. She's startled at first.
Okay, it's just us. Is Radka here?
My father is upstairs.
Right at that moment, I jump up from behind the door and yell "boo."
She drops her bucket of
Damn it,
water
Bingo.
and looks very scared for a moment.
Just ignore him.
He's an idiot. We're sorry.
Can you get your father, please?
You'll have to come to him.
Is he
You're right.
unwell?
He's not well.
Of course he's
Oh, no.
yours. It's fine.
Now I feel bad.
I don't. Yes, I do.
She picks the bucket up and draws some more water out of the large vase in the basement, and then motions for you to follow her upstairs.
I follow right away.
Same.
It's gonna be
I'll
a
read the back
cat,
of the pack
like a
'cause I really
mummified
don't remember
cat
this.
laying in bed waiting for us.
So she takes you upstairs, and there are 3 women in total. So the woman that brought you from upstairs, who called Ratka her father. There's another girl that could very easily be Ratka's daughter as well. They all have a very family resemblance. And then a woman who you think is maybe Ratka's wife. Ratka is lying in bed. He has cold claws on his forehead, and they're, giving him water, and his entire face is just a bumpy mess of boils that have risen on his cheeks, on his nose, above his eye. He's barely recognizable. Some of them have been lanced and bandages put over, but you can see a dark yellow stain on those bandages as the pus has no doubt been running.
Looks
Does
like
Bobby know this guy? It sounds like this is probably that. Like, I'm out of character, but this sounds like this is that part that I missed because I came in late for one game.
Okay, so when you originally, is that even a word?
No.
When you
Arrived.
arrived
Yeah.
at Muhar
hmm
the last time, like after Kelmarine was brought here, and you guys made your way to Muhar, Ratka sort of hid the party from the people of Muhar,
So
because
I would owe
not
him a
everyone
debt.
not everyone here was necessarily on your side. Not that they would
Yeah.
openly attack you, but there was some concern that if they were to tell, Ankhtepot, and he knows Alma is Vistani, and he knows the sort of her fate. So he was hiding you, and then when you guys needed to find the Lost Crescent Canyon, he took you to Lavinia, who he had heard was a traveler and might know where it is.
All I needed to know, is there a glass at the table? Where are you sitting?
A glass, well, a cup.
A cup?
I don't know that it would be a glass, but like
Okay,
a
I'm
pottery, a cup.
Bobby's just going to walk up and go, excuse me, ladies. I'm going to pour some water that I stole from the Oasis into that cup
Okay.
and give it to him to drink. Drink this.
Okay. Do you give him all of it?
Give him the glass. Yeah, I filled this glass up with my scanning.
Yeah.
See
It
if
seems
that
to
helps.
help.
Did it help? And I
It
keep
seems
giving
to help. Some of the boils disappear.
I give him
some of
some
the-
more water. I keep
Yeah.
giving
If you use everything you took,
I'll
it
give him
will-
everything I took.
Okay.
Now look at him. Go,
He sits up, and you have a feeling it's the first time he's sat up in some time. His daughters like immediately embrace him, like hop in onto the bed. They're young women, but they're ecstatic to see him better. And the woman, she's just covers her mouth in sort of oh my gosh, and then comes over and whether Bobby's ready for it or not, hugs him.
Bobby's like, oh no.
Watch the boil. Watch the boil.
I put kind of push those.
She's like, you're a cleric.
No.
He's a
Much
holy
laugh
man.
Absolutely not,
at
madam.
that.
He's a holy
Just-
man.
Just let it never be said that the House of Yaga did not repay his debt. What's their house called? What's his last name?
He has never given a last name. You just know him as Har'Akir.
There's a family of the Har'Akir. The debt has been repaid in full for his generosity and for giving us his roof.
Well, they are overjoyed by what you've done.
And let the people
Ratka says, you shouldn't have been, you shouldn't have come back, friends. What brings you here?
We are being the goody two shoes, my friend. The goody two shoes, my friend.
He says, well, it's not safe here. The Nefer is here.
Nefer? Tell us of this Nefer, my friend.
What's a nefer?
A child of Ankhtepot.
Does it have
We kind of knew that already.
Oh,
does
right.
this child for pets have some, how shall we put it, felines that patrol the rooftops of your lovely village?
Nefer herself has the head of a cat. The cats that you speak of are her minions.
So she's a giant pussy, is what you're saying.
Yes. A giant, angry pussy.
Probably big teeth too, right?
I would not want to be
What
bit
is
by
wrong
her.
with you?
What isn't wrong with me?
Her lips droop slightly.
You have to go there.
You're really coming on, like, getting on my case after the creamy tea bagging?
I didn't
Really?
do creamy teabag. That was him.
But
I am completely innocent.
I don't know about that, but
Okay, that was a stretch. I admit.
She says, he says, the servants, after you left, after your escape from the priestess, then the following day, the servants of Ankhtepot dragged Nefer's pyramid here to the city through the sands.
Drag the pyramid.
yeah.
They pulled it.
Okay.
So
So
did we miss that on the way in?
Clearly, we did.
You did not see that.
we just saw it when we were approaching, right? We haven't been close
Oh yeah,
enough to it
yes,
yet.
you
Yeah.
saw the stepped pyramid.
Oh, it's literally in the city.
Mm-hmm.
How'd they get through the front door?
They literally dragged it down the street. It's big. It's not huge. It's big.
Oh. Why is it always a pyramid or a temple? It's always
You're in
something.
Har'Akir.
do you want to know why? Because the
Yes, they
pyramid
can.
represents a penis.
Oh,
What?
shit, here we go.
I'm just saying.
Here we go.
Okay, then
I'm calling
Nefer,
bullshit on
Nefer
that.
the pussy is
Temple.
right on top of it.
Gauntlet. Penis.
Mm.
Womb.
I'm not comfortable with this.
I don't
Same.
believe that, Everett.
See,
It's like common knowledge iconography throughout history. The chalice
Hey.
represents your womb.
what happened to your face there, buddy?
He says, Nefer did this to me. When she arrived, her
Like,
her
physically?
minions dragged me from my home and took me and cursed me with a curse of boils.
Well, you probably had that coming for helping us.
And then on day 2, 2 more were taken. And on day 3, 3 more were taken. And on day 4, 4 more were taken. Now you guys have been gone for about 6 days. So he says, when the sun rises, 7 more of the people of Muhar will be taken and cursed this way until Alma is brought to Nefer.
Now that tracks.
That does track. So I guess you would be against getting us out of Har'Akir, huh?
No, if you need leaving Har'Akir, the walls of Ra are up. There's no leaving Har'Akir, my friend.
Well, we met someone that was big and fluffy that says otherwise while they're up.
I am not sure who you are referring to, my friend.
It's sexy
The
tears.
the DM knows.
What was the Ra's
It was
servant's
the
name
gassy
again?
Sphinx. Real gassy Sphinx.
I don't think the Phoenix ever gave you an. She's just simply called Daughter of the Sun.
Oh no, not the Phoenix, the servant that Shazzy or that Smudge spoke to.
Sanmet.
No, the
Is that
other
who you
one,
mean?
the eagle-headed dude.
The guardian of the temple?
Oh, Ramtut.
Yeah, Ramtat. Okay.
That was the sun giant with the eagle's head, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, a little bit of a side.
So you found a way to not defeat Ankhtepot, but to escape with Alma.
No, we were hoping you might know.
Sphinx said that Ramtat could.
The Sphinx said that if you had a way to put Ankhtepot to sleep, then the servants of Ra may be able to sneak you out.
Yeah.
But we couldn't sneak out the village. And I know you guys say it, but I know you guys couldn't sleep at night knowing you left the village back here by itself to be tortured and turned into boils.
Shut up, Bobby.
That was Alan talking. Bobby like, so Bobby kind of went, see, this is what will happen to all of these people that looked to you instead of saviors if we turned our backs on them. Could you sleep at night?
I never agreed to this position. Just saying.
The fates have spoken, friend Shazzy. We must do something.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
We are
Alma
being
doesn't want to
tested
leave
by
anyway.
your gods and mine.
Alma
One
doesn't
does
want
not
to leave.
know what the Queen of Spiders weaves, but she weaves, and we must follow that path.
Yeah, I totally
Spiders
zoned
is a
out.
liar.
Slash was deafened for a minute there. Were we killing this cat? Is that what's happening?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
wow.
Not yet.
There's still,
Yeah,
I think there's still some consideration in the party to try and make a run for the border.
It
and ring
doesn't
the bell.
matter. Alma doesn't want to leave.
I thought we just had shawarma. Why do we need to talk about
One of the daughters turns to Bingo and she's like, do you want shawarma?
You have shawarma?
We have some left over.
Oh. Yeah.
Could
yeah.
Bobby eat?
Yes,
It hasn't
Bobby
been
could
near-
eat, yes.
It hasn't
Bobby
been
could
near-
eat, yes.
hasn't been near this guy with the boils has it? Because that's kind of turning me off.
He hasn't
Is
had
that
boils
boy-
anymore.
Bobby
fed
healed him.
All
Fed
gone.
him sex tears.
Oh,
Hands raised to God.
Instantly went away.
Bobby laid his
Yeah,
hands
man.
upon the boy.
I
He
didn't know
called
Bobby
down
was
the power of sexy, and he gave it to him right there on the bed.
Laid one.
And his boils melted away.
didn't know.
Praise the sexy tears.
My God.
Can I
I
get
didn't
a
know
hell
Bobby was-
yeah?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let's play in the domains of dread. I hear horror is really fun to try out.
In the history of ever with people here, has anything horror themed actually been horror themed?
I think some of our games, our vampire games, were a little spoopy.
Yeah. I was a little freaked out.
I'm not saying they're total Look, don't give me that face. Okay. So the daughters go off and they bring back half a shawarma for Bingo, and then the other daughter brings half a shawarma for Bobby.
Bobby thanks her for it. Starts to eat his shawarma.
So what can you
She's
tell
like,
us
for
about
healing her father, she even offers to feed it to you, Bobby.
No, that's not
God.
necessary. That's not necessary.
I'll take
But
that.
thank you. No.
Someone clip Bree's face.
What's that? What did you
Oh,
just say?
Oh my God, Bree had the best face there. I'm like, she offers to feed it to you, Bobby. She's like, what the fuck?
That just crosses way too many lines.
Well, it's not like he said she offered to sleep with Bobby and to say thank you. Come on.
Just fan you a giant grape
no,
leaf.
just the shawarma, thank you.
Yeah, I
So-
draw the line. You can't feed me shawarma, but if you want to sleep with
Okay.
me tonight, okay. It'll make you feel better.
So the shawarma is fantastic. It's actually better a little, leftovers are always better in this case.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think shawarma is
I
one
don't
of
the
those
old
things.
shawarma?
I don't
I think
believe it.
shawarma mixes over time.
Yeah, the flavors fester.
The garlic gets into everything.
It festers.
It's
yeah.
very creamy.
You had to go there, didn't you? You just had to bring it back. You just
Very,
couldn't let it
very
lie.
creamy.
Radka,
What?
what can you tell us about the temple and the priestess?
What do you wish to know? She's working.
Any- Anything and everything.
She is a servant of Ankhtepot, but
So we've been told.
she does answer to the children of Ankhtepot in the grand sort of hierarchy here. So she is following the orders of Nefer while Nefer is here in the city.
So, wait, I'm confused. Out of character, me is confused. Who are we supposed to defeat?
So Nefer is a child of Ankhtepot. Ankhtepot has a number of sort of greater mummies that serve him. Senmet is one of them.
Yeah.
Who made the bargain with Shazzy. Nefer is another. There's 12 in total.
So we got to kill 2 of them to make sure that none of them can
So,
take control of the land.
so Nefer has been sent here, obviously, by Ankhtepot to enforce his will on the people of Muhar. And the priestess that you're referring to...
Sorry, I
And
thought they were the same person for some reason.
No,
But
they're
okay.
not the same person. So the priestess, her name is... I have it here. Hold on a second. Well, I thought I had it here, but...
What's the general? Do we know what like the general populace would think about Nefer?
They're probably a little mad.
They would fear her.
Okay,
would
so
fear
if we
her.
go murder her and parade her
Mhm.
head down the
So-
street.
The high priestess is Isu Rekotep.
Rectum.
Rekotep.
Rectum.
Rekotep. Isu Rekotep. And so she's sort of the priestess that normally rules Muhar on behalf of Ankhtepot. But you guys
Nefer's
were able
here.
to get away from Isu Rekotep. So obviously Ankhtepot has upped the odds and sent one of his children, the children of Ankhtepot, in this case Nefer, one of the 12 greater mummies, to seal the deal and make the people of Muhar turn over Alma. So Nefer got here and she's like, where's Alma? They're like, we don't have her. And then she starts
Giving people the boils.
giving people the boils, like really hard too. She's
Really
giving
hard
them boils.
You think we could turn the 2 of them against each other?
I kind of like my
Isu-
idea.
Are you talking to Ratka?
Yeah.
He's like, they're both very loyal to Ankhtepot. I don't know if they would turn.
Bobby, what do you think about murdering Nefer? Parade her down the
think
street.
Yes. I think yes. That's a
Okay,
wonderful
that's
idea.
fine. If
I
that's
very
what you
much
want to
like your way
do.
that you're going with this, friend Bobby.
The two
then-
daughters like smile at Bobby. They're like, "Can he do that?"
Oh, he can do anything. He has magic hands.
Magic hands?
Yes. They heal.
Whoa, whoa. I'm not
So,
the
Bobby,
hero.
don't sell yourself short.
He goes
That
like
lie-
selling them.
As
Jesse,
much as
I'm
Bobby enjoys a
uncomfortable.
good lie as the next one. Let us not tell these
Yeah,
poor
so-
people that
If we take care of this mummy, we show the people they have nothing to be afraid of, then they'll come and they can sing for us. That'll give them something to
Yes.
believe in.
start telling the people they must sing their song.
Ratka says, "I don't know if you can kill a child of Ankhtepot, but if you did, that would certainly foster belief in your abilities to the people of Muhar."
Well, you can only stay alive so much when all your limbs are scattered from all the compass points.
I only get one good idea a year, and
You already had it. I mean, okay, so
I mean, we're already here.
yeah, that's
mean,
not.
we're here,
I
like,
just
we-
don't want to fight both of them. Is the problem?
We kill one, and once we kill
Maybe-
that one, we go kill the other. It's very simple.
Maybe
Not
it's
too
like
difficult, my friend.
Rat-
the other places
Ratka,
that
sa-
we've seen.
Ratka says that like both of these creatures that we're speaking of want their power. So if you
So maybe we
leverage
could
that,
turn one from the other. I mean, we already stomped what's her face, Isu. So maybe we could be like, "Hey, we're gonna help you take out this other person because she's crazy."
I mean, we're pretty much invincible. Nobody's gotten hurt ever.
We're
So-
practically
Gods.
gods.
We've only had mummy rat between the party 5 times. It's fine.
Totally fine.
I've heard you build up an immunity.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Is that how it works?
It's like chickenpox, I think. You get it once,
Uh,
and you're good. You get it out of the
I
way.
mean, the other option is that, I tried to turn one of them into like a bug or something, and we killed the other one. Like, I don't know beyond that what to do.
Are they both in this temple or in this pyramid?
The Ratka says, I believe that Nefer sleeps within the pyramid,
Mm.
and that
And she
Isu
comes for
remains
villagers at
within the temple. At dawn she'll rise from
dawn.
the pyramid, and if we do not have Alma, then 7 more will be cursed with boils.
So we have the evening in which to find her and
Is it-
kill her. Yes.
Or Bobby
Is it
needs to get more
random
water.
how she picks the people?
She
Give
has
them-
been the wife. Ratka goes like, yes, random, and his wife says, no. People that give us hope, like my husband, are always chosen first. Powerful men and women that the town believe in have been
Oh.
punished already.
Is there a way we could guarantee they'd pick us and go in that way and then fight? Not that I
If-
think fighting is
if-
going to be a good idea regardless, but
I'm pretty sure they're probably looking for us already.
I say we sneak into the temple and not let them carry us in. Once we're under God, there's nothing we can do, my little friend.
I got a crazy idea. We'll get a big horse made out of wood.
roll it right through
If we were to build a large wooden badger,
Yes.
They'll never see it coming.
I
Never.
told them we already got one.
We build a giant wooden cat as a to present to them, and then
What could go wrong?
I mean, we could try to sneak in, I guess, but
Yes, sneak in. Yes. Now we're thinking. That's
maybe
a plan.
it's worth it to talk to Isu first.
Might be a good idea.
Okay.
Try to convince Isu to help us take out Nefer.
okay, I'll start working on the cat. You guys do that.
I'll start working on the giant cat.
So Is there a way to get to the temple where Isu is from
Mhm.
here without being seen?
The cats patrol the rooftops, but if we're
Sea
quiet and
level is
quick, we
okay.
might be able to avoid them. How long does Pass Without Trace last for?
An hour.
Oh, it's probably done then.
Oh, long done.
You can only do that once, right?
No, I have two. Two?
Does that
No, 3
burn up all
levels.
of your spells?
I would have one more second level spell slot if I was.
So maybe we could try that, I guess.
I mean, we could always go the
Let's go right
dramatic
through the
way.
front door.
That seems to work for us in the past. Just like kamikaze attacks through the front door.
Just, maybe Shazzy, you stay away from the mummies this time.
Yeah, maybe you should stay away from the jars too.
Plan
Look
on
over,
it.
I've got like half a giant wooden ear. Like, no? Oh.
You broke apart a chair to build it. I mean, I don't know what else to try except for maybe to turn them on each other.
For the shop.
Or we can just kill her.
I feel like if we
Yes.
kick in the front door, we're gonna get both of them. And I don't know about you, but I'm not that confident in our skills. We're good, but I don't know that we're that good.
No, we ain't that good. No.
But we have
I
a
could dress
gang.
up like a small child.
Maybe
Go up to the
Well,
door and try to
alright.
tell them.
we go then. Now.
We go.
Go to Isu then. Try to make our way through town quietly
Okay.
to Isu.
So you're going to cast Pass Without Trace.
Yeah.
So as you're about to leave, Rotka asks if he can speak with Bobby.
Bobby says sure.
So he takes you into sort of a side room. He says, I would very much like to thank you, sir, for bringing those healing waters. My daughters have explained what you did for me, and I appreciate that very much.
You put your house in danger by helping us. The debt has now been paid.
Yes. I would wish to strengthen this bond, though, with our houses, if you are so interested.
He's gonna try and kiss you.
Join both our houses.
Bobby smiles like a very evil smile and go, something's come over me. Normally, you do not wish to be part of my house. I do not mean that to belittle you. I mean that you do not wish to be. And I kind of show the daggers. This is the house that I come from. I am a reigner of death. You, my friend, are a good man.
He goes over to one of his
And I'm saying it politely to make him know that
absolutely.
I'm not the people he wants his house to be
He
associated
goes
with.
over to like a hutch, like a wooden cabinet, and he opens the door and he brings out a very beautifully carved box with hinges on both sides, and he takes little handles in the middle and he pulls them open, and inside there are also a pair of daggers. He's like, my family's name, Kabzari. We are Vistani.
My bringer of death.
There was a time, my friend. There was a time.
Bobby now smiles and goes, then welcome to the House of Yeaga.
He says, my daughter, Papuza. She has reached the appropriate age.
How does this go?
Oh my god.
Just raining women for Bobby today.
And she this is of course her choice to choose a someone to marry, to wed. But perhaps the house of Yaga and the house of Kabzari could find an agreement. She
Sorry.
Bobby looks at Silas. There is a time and a place. Once we have you all back into your proper lands, and not from this out of this realm, then we will have this discussion with the
It's like
proper people. The house, and I still have yet to return the ring to the house of Yaga.
It's like if you could remove Nefer, this would prove your worth to my house, and we could bring my daughter into these discussions.
Very good. We shall do that then. Yes. Come, let us see the shawarma.
And until then, the blades of Kubzari will remain with me, though, of course. And he closes the lid on his daggers and tucks them back away inside that hutch and closes and locks them. He says, "I thank you again for bringing me back from certain death."
Again, that had to be repaid.
This feels like a honeypot scenario.
In exchange
I'm
for
sure it
my
is.
life, here, have one of my daughters named Punani.
Papuza, thank you.
Papuza.
Papuza Kobzari. Don't forget that.
Is that in the actual module, or are you making that up?
That is an actual Vistani name. I took it from the Vistani name
Cool.
generator.
Cool.
His
Hold
other
on,
daughter's name is
no.
Damia. If you do something very good, maybe you could marry them both.
Get
I
it?
would bet Vistani.
My hands
I
weren't full. I would have hit the
I
air
think
horn.
Vistani could be polygamous, don't you?
Yeah.
That's like every guy's fantasy to have multiple wives, but in reality,
Exactly.
it's bad. Why would you want that? One's enough headache as it is.
I think
Can you
we should.
imagine having, like, a
I think. Don't you think we
triple?
should? By the end of this campaign, I want to saddle you. I want to saddle Bobby specifically
Two
with
wives.
as many wives as possible.
What was that show like?
I think that would be
Sister
great.
Wives or something like that. My ex-wife used to watch that, and I watched one episode with her, and all it was the guy that had like 6 or 7 of these wives trying to find a place in the house where he could be alone. And everywhere he went, somewhere, like one or two of the other wives would like track his ass down and start nagging him about some shit. That's what I realized.
Oh no! I've disappointed Emily. I feel horrible. My gut just sank when I read that in chat.
But what?
I'm sorry,
Emily's
I'm sorry.
disappointed in Jeremy.
I'm sorry.
What?
For what
did
this
you?
time?
I know
What?
it bothers. I know it bothers Alan, so that's why I want to make it his little own horror.
It's just Bobby's hoe phase. That's all it is.
Okay,
Whole
so
face.
you make your way through town. Can I have Shazi give me a perception check again? And can I have the entire party roll a stealth check for their character?
+10, baby.
Plus
Don't
10.
remember,
But if you
baby.
have heavy armor, remember that's an issue. That's a disadvantage on the roll.
I got a mithril, baby.
So
Ooh,
Bobby
got
10 on the
30.
perception.
31 for Smudge.
28 on the stealth.
There are some sick rolls here. Nice.
26 for a Gelhank for stealth.
And what was your perception, sorry?
10.
Perception. Oh, give me a second. I didn't do perception.
No, just Shazzy.
Okay.
She's leading you through the streets. So you guys make it, and you can see from the end of the alleyway. It opens onto the square of Muhar. The temple rests quietly, sort of looming over the square, looming over the people here.
Just want to make it clear that Bobby's in the back of the pack with his bow out, just in case one of those damn cats show, looking for those cats to backstab us.
Okay. The walls of the temple are made of limestone, and they're very large and seem very impenetrable. The doors to the temple would normally be open during daylight hours, but at night they've been shut.
Windows or something.
In the center of the square is the mouth of Oru, which is a deep pit that leads into the labyrinth that runs all under the domain of Har'Akir. You guys have been in it before.
Yeah, let's stay out of there.
However, the mouth of Oru cannot be seen, as the pyramid is literally sitting over the mouth. There are
Oh,
massive
okay.
logs of what would have once been like palm trees that you can tell are like literally rolling pins to roll this stepped pyramid across the desert on, and there are dozens of them stacked off to one side of the courtyard. All kinds of ropes and chains have been coiled and stacked as well, no doubt to pull
And I'm sure everybody
this
that
thing
pulled it
across the desert.
totally volunteered to do so.
It was probably pulled by undead, because
That's
they
fair.
said the servants of Ankhtepot pulled it here.
Hey, what's your can you do your sense thing and see how much stuff we're dealing with here?
I absolutely can, but I don't know if you want to know the number.
Never tell me the odds, my dear.
Fuck, I forget what it's called. Primeval
I mean, how many
awareness.
could it take to pull a pyramid? Like
Yes,
8?
primeval awareness.
So within 1 mile, since it's not favored terrain.
And what are we detecting? Like, what does it detect?
Fey, fiend, undead, celestial,
There is no fey or
Aberrations.
fiends.
elemental, and aberrations.
There is no fey, fiends, or aberrations within a mile of Muhar.
But
There's about a dozen elementals.
okay.
About 500 undead.
Yeah, that tracks.
So I do this, and I'm like looking sort of over Bobby's head as I'm doing it, and then Bobby can see, like, because I'm alive now, I kind of go a little bit pale. Yeah, you don't want these numbers.
Well, I think you're probably talking about 6 guys to pull that pyramid. So
No, no,
Oh.
that's incorrect, sir. That is
I feel like Gilhank probably could have pulled it by herself.
how's 500 sound to you?
Sounds like fair odds to me. We can take them.
Sounds like a good day for Bobby to leave.
Are there windows into this temple where Isu's
No.
supposed to be?
No.
So we're gonna have to try and get the freaking door open.
There are a set of doors, like gates. There is an outer wall with towers on all 4 corners, and then the temple is within. The walls are 30 feet in height.
This is separate from the pyramid?
Yes. So if the pyramid were not here, guys, there would still be the temple to Isu's temple here.
So the temple's always here.
The temple is always here.
Okay.
And this it's a temple of Essie. Essie is the crocodile-headed goddess. You guys learned a little bit about Essie when you saw one of
valley.
her.
Essay.
Yes.
ASA.
Essay.
Essay.
Are we?
If you go in our journal, I think if you go under deities, here. I'll just show this. So she's a goddess of abundance who presides over life and the living, although she shares the position of a life deity alongside her mother Sek.
Where the tears came from.
Sexy tears.
Yes.
Okay. So, and I'm sorry, Isu serves Essie?
Correct. She is a priest of. Well, she's a priest of Essie, but you also know that the way this works
The way it works here, yeah, is they technically.
she serves Ankhtepot.
Okay. Not exactly
But-
what I was expecting.
But because she's a goddess of life, this is the one place in Har'Akir that has an abundance of life. The living dwell here on the shores of the oasis. And, so for that reason, she is venerated here.
Well, let's look.
So
Because frankly, the other gods of
Jazzy?
Har'Akir have more to do with death and the afterlife than anyone would
Yeah,
care to
like
admit.
Usa.
So I think we should probably sneak around the wall and see if we can find another
Well, I
opening,
was
like
thinking
another way
maybe
in.
Shazzy could fly up over the top with a rope and drop it down for us.
They'd see her. I can climb up. If I put my cloak of elven kind on, I can climb up. They wouldn't be able to see me that well, and I can drop down a rope.
Either way, I mean, I figure we go up and over
Yep,
the wall
okay.
and then into the temple that way.
Cloak on. Bobby's going. Bobby's got a
I'll
rope.
start constructing a crocodile head.
Let me. What do I got to
We're all
roll
just
in
like, Bingo, where
athletics?
do you keep getting these materials from?
Isn't it wonderful? Like,
Mhm.
it's like, here, look what I found.
Look
What do you
I
want?
can do.
An acrobatics or to climb up this wall?
I want an athletics check to climb.
Bobby gets a 14.
No,
Bobby doesn't make it.
there's not a lot of handholds here. This is going to be a tougher climb than that.
Do I have anything that can help me?
Smudge
No,
do it with her climb speed.
Bet you could.
Does she have a climb speed? Then Smudge
she's
can
at
go
the
up.
back seat.
No, Smudge can go up. No problem.
I watch, like, I stand there and I watch Bobby try to do this, and like as he just sort of like slides down the wall. I
You
just
think
sigh.
you actually think he's a pretty decent climber, and he goes for a number of the areas, the handholds that you see that are available, but the limestone is just too smooth here. You like, he's not getting over that wall that way.
Yeah, so then Smudge watches, and like when he gets back down, like Smudge just like, let me try, and I'll climb up.
Very, very good. I handed the rope. Here you go.
Okay. So, you climb up to the top of the wall. You notice that once you reach the wall, there is movement in the adjacent towers, but you don't think you've been seen. From the top of the wall, you can see the top of the temple, the rooftop of the temple, and the roof of the temple. There are a number of you can see a number of engravings on the top of the temple, and a number of tiny pyramids on top of the temple too. Tiny pyramids, like you're not sure they're meeting or anything like that, but there's definitely stuff on top of the temple. When you look,
to me?
it's too difficult to tell from the wall. You can just tell there's a lot going on the roof of the temple.
I throw the rope back down and like anchor it somewhere.
Yep.
Hold the rope.
As you
tell her
do
to go up,
that, you can also see that the temple has front doors, and to either side of the temple's doors, on one side there is a what looks to be a man dressed in sort of pharaoh-like garb, and the other big statue out front is a statue of Essay with her crocodile-like head, and they stand to either side of the entrance into the temple.
Okay. Yeah.
Who's next up the rope?
The
I'll wait
rope
for
comes
everybody
down.
to-
From your vantage, you can also see a number of those cats moving about the city on rooftops. They're not looking your way, though. Their focus is down into the alleyways and
okay.
streets. Yes. They are definitely
just
on the
like-
prowl for maybe townsfolk or, as you said, yourselves trying to, keep a watch. But their focus is not on the temple at all.
Who's going up the rope next?
I'll go.
Okay.
Okay.
Up you go.
Well, do I have to roll?
No. Now that the rope's down, I'm going to say that you can climb it. That's no problem.
Next, let's go. Hurry, my friends, let's go. I'm gonna start Bobby's gonna start moving people up the rope.
Okay. So one by one, you scale the rope until you're on the rooftop.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's everyone going to do?
I think I should probably go kill whoever is in the watchtower, so they can't see what we're doing on the other side. I think Bobby's gonna try to sneak off and assassinate that individual.
We see what's in the watchtower at all? Like, can
Movement.
we get any kind
You're
of hint?
betting there's a watchman in each tower.
Mm-hmm. Go do what must be done. Wait here. I'm gonna sneak off, see if I can see
So
what's in
does
there.
everyone remain sort of crouched and low on the wall while Bobby goes to do that?
I give Bobby inspiration.
Okay, and Bobby, can you give me a stealth check, please?
Yep. $24.
Okay. So you make your way over to the entrance. The entrance is off the sort of the wall walkways. You know, sort of have this tall sides and then sort of a very fancy onion sort of shaped top to them. And you slide into the darkness in the tower, and there's stairs winding up or down.
Where do we see the movement, from the top or the bottom?
Top.
I'm gonna sneak up there very quietly.
So when you get up there, again, being very quietly, you see a man with his back turned to you. And he's looking out sort of over the city from the tower, but not in the direction that you approached the temple from.
Okay. Clearly he's undead, right?
No, he looks to be a man in his early 20s.
All right. Then I'm going to.
You look like a family at home.
I'm going to very quietly draw out my scimitar, and I'm going to try to assassinate him from behind.
Okay. So give me a roll to hit with advantage.
Don't forget your inspiration.
Because you're an assassin, this will auto crit if you hit.
Is he wearing a wedding ring?
I don't care.
He's probably engaged. He's probably getting
It
married.
was a 17 to hit.
Oh.
Yeah, 17 does hit. Are you igniting the flame tongue though?
Yes. Would that? Well, wait, that would give away my position, wouldn't it? No, I
Yes.
won't.
Yeah.
I will not. And I will not.
Okay, so
Ignite it.
it's a 17 to hit. Why didn't it roll the damage for your flame tongue?
It says 10 for flame.
Yeah, it gave me the 10 for flame. It gave me the 15 for sneak, but it didn't give me the standard D6 for the actual slash. So just roll a D6 for me as well.
Sure.
Plus whatever modifier, right?
Yeah, plus whatever your dex modifier is, which I think is plus 4.
Yeah, +4. So 2 plus 4 is 6.
So 21. So with one clean slash, you cut through his spine, and he slumps to the floor.
As he says, my wife's pregnant.
Okay. Now, since he's down, in case he's cursed to come back from undead, I'm going to cut his head off just to make sure he's good and dead.
Okay.
With twins.
Ka-chunk.
Good chunk. And now I'm gonna stealth back to where my friends were.
All right.
It's done.
So one of the 4 towers has no watchman in it.
Hey, did you lose his body?
No, I left it there. What are you gonna throw it out the tower so everyone can see it fall?
No, I just thought it'd be nice if they leave it some stuff for his future children. Anyways, let's keep going.
Right. So shall I go sneak? I think I'm gonna sneak to the other tower and repeat the whole process.
Okay, give me a stealth check then. Followed by, and if it's, as long as it's not dismal, give me an attack roll afterwards.
Okay. So stealth. 20.
Yeah.
And
So
my attack.
Plus 10.
Plus
Plus
10.
Plus 10, so that's a
30.
30, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So a strike.
Yep. With advantage, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even
22.
roll the crit last time. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 22 plus. I I got my sneak at 12. It's not doing the dice thing. Let me roll the 6.
It's not doing the crit either. Did you put that in or did I put that in?
I
This flame
tried to
tongue.
put this. I tried to
Oh.
pull. I pulled the flame tongue
Say no
over,
more.
and it
Say no
didn't.
more.
Yeah,
Okay, no worries.
I'm sure I botched it. So that's 9 from the
So-
flame. It's 9 from the sword, and it's a crit. So it'd be-
9 and 12 is
Yeah.
a total of 21, and then we have to double it from there. We'd
Yeah.
have to do it more dice from there. Yeah, so you cut this guy down very quickly.
And
What do you
again, I
want?
cut the head off once I'm done to make sure it
Okay.
can't come back.
So I'm going to say the right side of the temple now has no overwatch from the towers.
So we could sneak now without fear of being without fear of
Far
being
left.
seen.
Well, there's 2 other towers on the other side, but
Yes, I'm doing the other towers. Let me just do the other towers.
for every time you make an approach, you're getting concerned that you could
Only
get
need-
spotted.
The 2.
Only
So we can
2.
sneak in on one
All right,
side.
let's go.
Of
Let's sneak in. All right,
Okay.
good enough. Off we go.
So you make your way down into the courtyard,
hmm
and as I said, there's a set of double doors leading into the temple with a massive statue of a pharaoh, you assume, and a massive statue of Essay beside it.
Is there any other way if we snuck around the back that we might be able to find like the servants' entrance or something like that?
Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah.
Across the back of the temple, there are 4 other doors. Single doors, 4 of them. Pardon me, 5 of them. 5 of them.
Let's try one of those.
check for traps.
Yes,
Five
of course,
more
those-
widows.
First of all, let's
So-
just see if there's anyone here like would be guarding the. We see the doors, but there must be people guarding them.
There is no one guarding them.
We
Okay,
hear
I'm-
anything at any of the doors?
No, everything seems quiet.
I like to do check for traps, please.
Yeah, give me a investigation check actually.
Investigation. Oh.
I'm just going to do one for all the doors. Okay. You don't see
Yeah.
anything that looks like a trap, my man.
Okay.
There are 4 doors directly across the back of it, and then there's one that sort of stands apart because it's in a bit of a the temple isn't a complete rectangle, so there's like 4 across the back, and then there's sort of one off on its own.
Okay. This one is
All 5 appear to be clear of any sort of traps.
Okay, I'm just gonna pick the one on the. So to come around, I'm assuming maybe the one on our furthest left is the closest one to us.
Doors have any markings on them?
No, all of them are just simple. Like they look strong and all, but there's no markings on any of them.
All right, I'm gonna try
Okay.
the door that I checked for traps is the door I'm gonna try to quietly open.
Yeah, I assume you've gone through and checked them all. None of these 5 appear trapped.
Right.
So do you want to do one of the 4 that are together, or do you want to do the one that's on its own?
Which one looks like it's the least used, or the one that's the most used?
The one that's on its own.
All right, let's try the one that's on its own.
Okay.
I gingerly open it up and do a little peeky.
So as
I
you
get hit with the fireball.
as you open the door into this chamber looks like it may have been living quarters at one point. It's about 20 by 20 feet, so square, and it has a door. You've come in through the east, and there's a door to the west and a door to the south. Give me 1 second here.
No. I know.
1.
A curtain hangs along the door, along the southern wall, and it's been pulled back. Like you think normally it could be pulled across that you wouldn't see the door to the south, but it's been pulled back away from that. This room is richly decorated with gold and fine works of art.
Right.
There are several chairs and divans. Is it divans? Divans? It's like little couches. and a few small tables. The walls are carved and painted with scenes of pharaohs and gods.
Mhm.
And one wall seems to depict the story of Ankhtepot. We see a priest that is punished by Ra. And he rises from the dead.
I'm assuming my two friends are busy scribbling these things down in the pages of their books.
And I think in the Temple of Ra you learned about his wife and everything. Like he accidentally kills his wife and she rises from the dead, and yeah. So all of that is depicted here on the wall.
Mhm.
And what was her name again? It was
The wife's name?
yeah. Did it start with an N?
I believe so. Hold on, I have it here. Let me get it.
This? No, not Nethys.
No, I don't think it was Nethys.
Nancy.
I hope not, because that would be a horrible error on my part.
Nancy, the Egyptian queen.
Isn't she wonderful? Oh, why don't I have that here?
I have it in my notes.
Now I'm deep diving my notes here.
Her name was Greedo.
Her name was Debbie.
And she's dancing on the sands.
I do have it. I do have it here. I just don't know where the hell it's gone. Let's put that elevator music on. There we go.
Kind of picture Bobby doing this dance.
Here, I've got it right here in the Rotka's Tale of Har'Akir. That's who told you the story. It wasn't in the Temple of Ra. Rotka told you the original story of Ankhtepot and his wife, and her name is Nefer, Nephyr.
That Mother Nefer.
Bitch,
What did I say? What did I say the cat's name is?
What is the?
I think there's been a horrible naming incident here. There totally has. Nefer is the name of his wife. So we're gonna have to change the cat in town here.
Okay. I was very confused because I was like, that name sounds familiar.
Jeremy has pulled one too many names from the Egyptian random name generator.
Like, well, shit, if his wife is here, cool. Let's go talk to her.
It's not his wife. It's not his wife. What will we call?
I guess she would be pissed.
We will call her Karen. Scourge of the desert.
I'm going to come up with a different name for the wife. Let's not worry about it for tonight, but you know her name.
Okay. Good enough. Anyways, carry on.
So that's the room. There's like this depiction of Ankhtepot's story. It looks like maybe the priestess would greet people here, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's sort of like a lounge.
An audience chamber.
Yeah.
I want to look behind that curtain.
You go over and take a look. There's nothing behind the curtain, but you can tell that it could be pulled across to hide this door to the south, if so.
Right.
If you
so
choose.
Perhaps we should go to the door to the south.
Anything worth stealing in here?
Well, yeah, there's lots of art objects and like paintings and things like that.
Any nice silverware?
Everything's gold, dude.
Any nice goldware?
Pictures of Essie in here too?
I steal a fork.
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, pardon me. Yes, there's other gods depicted in here. Yes, okay. So Essay would be one of them. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant in the Ankhtepot story was Essay featured.
Oh no, in the temple that we're in.
Yeah, no. In this room, there is a depiction of Essay. Okay. So do you want to go through the southern door?
I'm gonna do the full Monty. Check for traps.
Yep.
Pick the lock.
Give me an investigation check then, and then we'll see what's on the other side of the door, and then I think that'll be a good place to call it.
And Bobby rolls. It would appear 18 for my investigation.
Yeah, you don't find anything trap oriented here, Bobby.
Okay, then Bobby will check to make sure if the door is locked, he will try to pick it.
It's not locked. You
Then I
open
will
it. You
very
open it
gingerly,
quietly,
very quietly.
and the chamber beyond is lavishly decorated. A wooden bed covered with all sorts of silk hangings sort of is the centerpiece of the room. The posts around the bed are plated in silver and dyed into bright colors, and the silver makes it like a reflective sort of metallic look. There is a bath at the foot of the bed made of glazed brick and dyed in wondrous colors.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
The walls are covered in hieroglyphics, glorifying Essay herself, the goddess of life. However, in all cases, you can see imagery of Ankhtepot amongst those depictions.
Such a drama queen.
Like he inserted himself in history?
Like the person, like whoever did the paintings, was doing paintings in Essay's honor, but there was they're not willing to place her above Ankhtepot. There's always like an image of the pharaoh somewhere in the room.
The handout you gave us said that they worship them like in conjunction.
Yeah. So there's all sorts of jewelry on the dressing table.
Mm-hmm.
There's all sorts of beautiful religious adornments, dresses, collars, headdresses. There is some significant value to everything here in this room.
Is there anybody sleeping in that bed, or can I not tell?
There is no one sleeping in the bed at this time.
I don't see you two.
Okay. And the bath is empty. There is no water in it or anything.
Just gonna walk around the room to see if I get the sense that someone might have been here like recently. Like,
yeah, someone lives here, no doubt.
Okay.
You think this might be the priestess's bedchamber?
Yeah, look under the bed.
Okay.
I'm gonna look under the bed.
I scamper under the bed.
So Bingo's first there to look under the bed. Are you going to? There's nothing there. Okay. Like it's immaculate. This priestess is not the type of woman who like kicks her
laundry into the bed.
I thought maybe
kicks her
unmentionables under there or something.
Yeah, there's no unmentionables. Nothing like that.
Some errant mummy wraps.
Mm-hmm. Nothing like that can be found.
Okay, well in that case, I'm going to steal a bunch of her jewelry.
Yeah, let's rob the place blind. For sure.
Awesome.
I wouldn't.
I was being sarcastic and out of character.
Let's you know what? Let's end there.
Here. Okay.
As Bingo starts to jam like this golden headdress into his bag. Let's wrap it there, and we'll come back to this next Sunday.
I was just trying to get to it before Niece gets here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
Okay, so hey, if you haven't checked out CanadianDice.ca,
don't bother.
You should do that.
Oh,
you absolutely have to.
Remember to use your code OMRD for Old Men Rolling Dice. That's always that's a 15% discount right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's already cheaper on the website than other places I sell.
Yeah,
That's
check out these dice.
That is
you
a
have
really,
to get
really
them.
deal.
Nothing says Thanksgiving like new dice. Nothing says Thanksgiving like new dice.
And Christmas is right around the corner, and if you're like me, all our family's birthdays are in October. Listen, we'll be over on the Vokter tomorrow night playing Affies. Ravenloft game if you like Ravenloft. There's lots more of that over there. Wednesday night, we're usually over on Goodman Games. We might cancel that though because it's my birthday and there's some things I would maybe like to do instead. We'll see. The rest of the week though, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you can go to the Voctair for more goody good D&D gaming, etc. And Tuesday night we'll be back here for our last session of Blood and the Six. Our Anarchs are having their last session before we take a small break from our vampire game just over October. Because if you don't know, you can go over to the Voctair and check out their Spooktober. We'll be running all kinds of running
Crazy
and
schedule.
yeah,
Lots
it's
of
basically an
crazy
entire
stuff.
month dedicated to spooky.
Gotta kill people. Whee!
Yeah. I think we're all running games or in games over there, so go over and check that out. I'm just looking for someone to raid here. I'm coming up with Bubkiss. Do you have anybody that you'd like to raid?
I got people that I watch sometimes.
Okay, Ryan, you want to pick our raid target?
Let me see if they're still on. Dork Tales.
Raid Dork Tales. If I could learn how to type, that would help. Is
That
it just
usually
Dork
helps.
and then Tales, Tales?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Stick around for the raid. Get you bonus points for when you want to, grant bonuses or disadvantages, etc. And yeah, let's do that. Thanks, everybody.
Have a good
That was
night.
one
Night.
hell of a night. Bye.